But when you measure it flat, it contradicts that. I'm spitting flat facts and that. And I know you don't like that. Google Maps is flat, it presents elevation profiles like that. I'm a spitting flat earth king. Sentence has a ring, doing my own thing. If earth was a big roast chicken, factually finger licking chicken, we just got the measurements missing. I'm spitting eggs and begs, begging the question lesson. I've said it before, time after time. I'm the spitting flat earth king of rhyme.
Welcome to Flat Earth Debate Live. I'm your host, Nathan Oakley, and if you are new to this channel, or you've not done so already, then be sure to subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon and join button if you'd like to become a Nathan Oakley 1980 channel member and keep up to date with the Flat Earth debate. If you would like to support the channel, there is a super chat that runs alongside each of these shows while they are live, and there's also a coffee, Patreon, crypto and thanks button in the info box below the video. Most importantly, if you'd like to join the discussion, simply mute the page you are currently watching, then click the link in the info box below this video to join the panel and express your views on the nature of Earth. If you do join, please don't swear. If you do, you'll be ejected, and if you are, please don't try to rejoin the stream using stock accounts. You'll be warmly welcome back on the next stream. Please also share the show on social media. Sharing the show obviously increases the live audience, but this in turn increases the chances of a more diverse panel, so please share the show on Facebook and X. Also, I'm going to do a quick shout out to Level Playing Poem. So in the pre-show, if you did happen to join as a member, you can hear me reading out 3 or 4 of the poems from the book Flat Earth Explained by Tamara Cheville. So hopefully a few of you can get a link from one of my moderators in the live stream Discord or wherever you are watching or participating in the show. So hopefully a few of my mods will stick out links to the Level Playing Poem book called Flat Earth Explained. This is the second of 4 books that I'll be reading through eventually. As I say, I've read through 3 or 4 of the poems in the pre-show, and hopefully I'll read book 3 and book 4 in the near future. But for now, I've managed to make my way through the 2 kids' books that were sent to my 2 young daughters, and this is, as I say, the second of 4. So check it out, Level Playing Poem, Flat Earth Explained. With that, I'm going to hand across to whoever is in the worldwide debates and G+ forums, so you can enjoy their dulcet tones during this live debate and discussion. Welcome, one and all.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good to be here. So in the pre-show, we had a couple of fundies. Hello. Trying to appeal to us for their belief in a globe, and what we ended up with, as is always the case moving forward, was flat Earth measurements of linear miles, kilometres, distances, and drop over them. Go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, drop over distance.
Yeah, drop over distance. I mean, it's easily ascribable to Nathan Oakley if you want to make it my measurements, like kilometres belong to me and miles belong. They don't. But obviously the order of the day is make it personal immediately. I even had a little bet. I said, what will happen in the next hour and 10 minutes in terms of the next person that presents their claim? I suggested that they'd immediately make it into a personal attack against Nathan Oakley. And the very next person asked me about my kilometre values and how I measure them flat. Like, no, have you never used a map? The scale is flat. Distances are horizontal and linear. They're not mine. You don't need to make this about Nathan Oakley. I am inconsequential when it comes to this subject. I'm not bringing people into land with trigonometric measurements of drop over distance. I'm not measuring a flat Earth cartography from sea level with elevation changes over distances that are measured flat. Like on the scales, they're not mine. That's just how Earth gets measured. It is geographically flat when we measure Earth. It's nothing to do with me. I'm not measuring anything. Don't make it my personal measurement when you talk about how flat Earth gets measured. It just is what it is.
But you said Earth is measured flat, Nathan.
It's because it is. That's why I said it. Yeah, just because I say something doesn't mean that I am the arbiter of that thing. Yeah? Doesn't mean anything. It just means I've got an audience who enjoy having this fact passed on to them. It makes them breathe easier. when they hear how it's not that big a deal. Like Earth was always being measured flat by everybody in all circumstances. Yeah, there's people out there who derive a ball faith from those flat Earth measurements and then want to whistle past the geography that's required in order to create a ball for them to believe in. And they call themselves globe believers. That's what they are. But it doesn't alter how they require Earth to be flat also. That's how it's measured. There's no exception. Deriving the distances and movements of an orbital motion all relies on you measuring Earth flat in the first instance. So telling me that, well, I've got a globe measurement and then giving me a flat one is just going to make me call you stupid. Because that's what it is, stupid. If you don't recognise how flat you must measure Earth, that makes you stupid, as far as I am concerned, moving forward. And there's a lot of stupid people out there. A lot of secret kings that think they're special for believing in the consensus view that they're told from birth. Like, no, if you actually studied it, you'd have realised how flat it was, because that's how it was created. Your ball faith, that is.
It does sound, just going back to the drop over distance, obviously distance is a horizontal linear distance, but even drop, drop refers to the act of falling, allowing something to fall, or a decrease in amount or value. It is used to describe vertical descent. Vertical. That's in relation to a horizontal anyway. I mean, just putting them two words together when trying to explain how sphericity is measured is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Well said, one deck.
Yes, these two axioms are tied together at the hip. If you're going to describe a drop, you're going to need it to descend from the vertical, in the vertical from the horizontal. So yes, you axiomatically require a distance in a horizontal format to describe the perpendicular descent in the vertical. So you need a flat Earth to describe these things. There's no getting away from it. All Earth measurements, without exception, are flat. Now, everybody, and I do mean everybody, was taught this in geography class. Now, in our recent past, that is, we have talked about how we were all lied to in the science class. Who cares? It's in the past. Yeah, people will still be lied to in the science class with religion. But that's not our problem. We were also all taught how flat Earth gets measured in the geography class. It's kept separate from the religious belief of the derivations of the geographical measurements we were all taught in the geography class that then gets called science. It's not. But we were all still taught how flat Earth was measured in geography. And there's no exceptions. That's how it's measured in all circumstances. Nothing changes because you hold a sphere belief. You'll still have to measure Earth flat. It's just a fact. You were all taught it in geography, setting you on this path of cognitive dissonance, where on the one hand you require Earth to be measured flat for you to convert into sphericity your belief that you hold, and on the other you've got a understanding and recognition of how flat it's not, because you want to believe in the derivation thereafter. It's like you can't. You're either in the rock of understanding that Earth is measured flat to create the ball, or you relinquish all measurements and have nothing to believe in. That's it. Those are your only two choices. I mean, there is a perceived third choice. Tell Nathan he's delusional. Tell Nathan kilometres are his. You can do that too. Doesn't really address the problem of having to use flat Earth measurements to create a ball to believe in. That doesn't alter that fact. You will still need to measure Earth flat to create a ball for you to believe in. Or alternatively, deny all measurements because you don't like the fact that Earth gets measured flat to achieve a ball for you to believe in. But that means you can't believe in your ball because you're denying the measurements that create it. You can believe in a ball so long as you sink to your knees in recognition of how flat Earth got measured to create it. The ball, that is.
Well, Dawn started at the rock and jumped back in and went to the hard place.
Yeah, what I get sick of is the personalisation that our opponents, because they want to make it seem like there's a debate, make it. They make it about me, and I am absolutely sick of it. They feel justified in telling me that I don't understand. They're like, no, you'd get a broken nose if you were in front of me and you insulted me in that way, when I'm explaining something with interruption about how Earth is actually just functionally measured. It's not like it's up for debate either. Telling me I don't understand just gets you a broken nose in reality. What's that? We're on the internet with 1 million miles of fibre and a fake name between you and I? Yeah, that's what you need, you bunch of beta cucks. In order to peddle your faith in a ball, you need the protection of 1,000,000 miles of fibre, because society wouldn't tolerate your shit. You just get a broken nose.
Miles would be a horizontal linear distance, though, wouldn't it, Nathan?
It would,
Between
yeah.
yous?
Yes, to describe a drop from in the distance, you'd need Earth to be measured flat for the distance. And it is.
I was explaining, Nathan, we no longer, we know the globe is a belief system. We don't challenge that belief system anymore. We just point out how Earth is measured for everybody everywhere. Yeah, that's how it is. Simple. But for some reason, a lot of these people are descending into madness. Like, I think I've seen a video of Toon descending into madness. But this is due to it's a biological reaction when somebody feels that their belief is being challenged. Now, we're not challenging it. We're just pointing out the truth of how it's measured. But the brain does go into a defense mechanism. It's a psychological and neurological response of protecting deeply held views, often resulting in dismissing contradicting information to the belief. I think we're witnessing that now. Yeah.
Well, why? We're just telling them how their globe was created.
Yes.
We're not lying to them.
Yeah, what Neil and Wandeck are explaining to the audience currently is that in the past, there's a position that humans generally take where I need to prove you wrong. Because if I can prove you and your bull faith wrong, that will automatically make me right. Whereas we've stopped that. We've adopted a new approach. You believe in a bull. Okay, let's look how your bull faith came into existence. Oh, what do you know? In order for you to claim a ball, you will require you, not me, measure Earth flat. Let me show you how the systems that created the ball were measured. At no point am I saying you are wrong. In fact, in many ways, I'm saying how right you are when you understand and appreciate how flat Earth gets measured to create your ball to believe in. Now, obviously, that leaves you with a bit of cognitive dissonance because the violation of the initial measurement of a flat surface can't create a curved one. But that's not me saying you're wrong. That's a contradiction in your ball faith that is based on flat Earth measurements. So I'm not saying you're wrong. Quite the contrary. I'm saying this is how your ball got created. Earth got measured flat to achieve that.
Yeah, well said, Nathan. And, you know, they've been pointing out how Earth's measured flat for over 2,000 years. I think they started with the Greeks measuring Earth flat, like Simon Dan's just copied. Alberuni measuring elevation angles and depression angles. All their evidence of a so-called globe is flat Earth measurements. So they're just telling us it's measured flat like we're telling them. But they're going through some sort of... Yeah, they're going through some pain with it for some reason.
Yeah, you can go back in history, like you just did, or you can go back in recent history, like when this supposed argument started, like 2014, 2015. They were telling us it was measured flat right there, but, you know, they put it right out in the front so everybody would zip right past it, but not no more. Now, once we see it, we're jumping on it.
Can one of the mods put a link to Level Plain Poems book? So I shouted this out at the top of the show. Right, Level Plain Poem, Flat Earth Explained, right? And as I say, in the pre-show, if you remember, you can listen to, right at the top of the show, me reading out some of these poems to Clover. Like I say, right at the top of the Uncut and After show. But I'm hoping that one of my mods will actually put a link to the book that I shouted out at the beginning of this live show and read out some poems for in the pre-show so that people can actually go and purchase the thing. But it's called Level Plain Poem, Flat Earth Explained. Hopefully one of the mods will dig out a link for that, because I'm obviously running the live show, so I can't do it this second. But that was what was the case last time when I promoted the first book that I've read of 4. Hopefully the second will get the same treatment and someone will put a link. I don't know where that link is. I was really grateful last time somebody did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking for. I don't see it anywhere. I'd put it in, but...
I'll have a listen. I missed that. I'll catch that myself. I'll be interested to have a listen to that myself.
Don't get jealous.
Yeah, it started off
No,
me and my daughter and going through poems and fun and politeness to quickly descending into me being told I don't understand and that I'm inconsequential on my own frickin' show by a dumbass dropped on his head by his mother. Like I say, I mean it when I say this. Societally, it's now clear as day what's going on. We've got a bunch of beta cucks who want to feel special about themselves, and they can only get away with behaving the way that they behave online, right? Telling people that they don't understand, telling people that they're in a psychosis. That's what we get. Like, literally, you have no idea how quickly you'd be in pain in reality. Yeah, people don't tolerate that shit in a normal world out there, yeah? Now, you know that. When there's some towering monster of a man standing over you, growling at you while you're going, you don't understand, with your adenoids and your globe face based on flat earth measurements. Yeah, you wouldn't get away with it. You will know it. It's slowly starting to dawn on me what a bunch of pathetic individuals we actually have faced over the last 10 years. They're all sad individuals. Cowards for the most part.
Well, what we got here is, and let's discuss modern methods of measuring the Earth. What we are all taught 30, 40, 50 years ago as outdated. Satellite geodesy wasn't taught in schools decades ago.
So what about them? What about satellites?
Satellite geodesy. This is the most accurate method today. Satellites equipped with precise instruments like GPS receivers, laser altimeters, and radar can measure the Earth.
Radar and GPS are both flat and Cartesian.
Oh, boy.
They're saying
Correct.
geodesy based on the title having the word globe in it. Right, global positioning system, that's two-dimensional and Cartesian. It's using a flat grid derived from elevation angle measurements to the star called Polaris to create a system of circles we call latitude. Those are then changed into a grid. That's what forms the Cartesian system that GPS is based upon. It is flat. So is radar. Radar is a flat system. Have you never looked at what a radar does and what it presents? You idiots. Have you ever actually looked at what GPS is? Clearly not. When these people
Is that
hear,
a belief?
well, they hear the word global. All right, well, that must mean it's, what, non-Cartesian? No, it is definitely Cartesian.
No.
Using a grid.
What you're laying down just now, what you just finished saying, is that a belief?
No, that's just a fact. When I describe how Cartesian GPS is, that's not a mantra, it's not a belief, it's just me describing what it is. When I describe the grid derived from elevation angles off a flat plane, am I making up what latitude is? Is that my belief in latitude? No, that's just latitude. It's flat.
Yeah, the guy in chat, I just got rid of him because he said Nathan's just saying his beliefs. No, that's a fact.
So
We've been over this, haven't we, guys? We've watched, we've read stuff. We've been over the videos of how GPS works. Very similar to celestial navigation. You know, you've got your transmitter and receiver. It gathers three circles of equal elevation between them points to get your position on a 2D circle with radius, straight line radiuses, exactly the same as celestial navigation. As Nathan just explained, it requires, it's 2D and it works off a Cartesian grid system.
Yep.
Nothing to do with a globe.
And nothing to do with me. So the chat skank is immediately Nathan's expressing his beliefs. No, Nathan's describing circles of equal elevation and elevation angle measurements of Polaris to create a grid in a Cartesian two-dimensional system we call GPS. That's not me expressing any belief. But if you can immediately make the words I say factual that they are about me and how I just believe in them, then suddenly you can undermine what I say and the factual information I disseminate based on it just being Nathan Oakley's belief. That's your cope. No, it's not about me, as I tried to explain in the pre-show to Dawn. It is inconsequential what I say when it comes to what GPS is. It wouldn't matter if I wasn't saying it. It would still be a Cartesian system derived from flat Earth measurements. That's what it is. But you can make it about me if you want, if it makes you feel a little bit better. Won't change how flat Earth is.
So they got the mantra, and their mantra is, oh, that's just Nathan saying that.
Yeah, you want to put me on a little pedestal. I get it. I've had it for a long time. I've got a lot of admirers that are utterly obsessed with me. Yeah? But they eventually descend into madness, like conspiracy cats. Yeah? Became a little bit obsessed with Nathan Oakley. And then whilst his obsession led him to a flat Earth for elevation angles and depression angles to form perspective calculations, he told me, quote, "I'll give you a flat Earth for that." And then shortly after gave up his channel to another guy who's descending his way into madness because he wants to perceive how flat Earth gets measured as Nathan Oakley's measurements. It's like, why would you project you going out and measuring Earth flat for perspective, or you going out and measuring Earth flat with elevation angles to the sun, like they're Nathan's flat Earth? I'm not even measuring anything. I haven't done any of that sort of stuff for about 10 years. I'm not making the maps. I haven't created a Cartesian system for navigation. I haven't measured elevation angles to Polaris for latitude. I'm not creating a surface level and parallel eye level for altitude to be described to a pilot from ground control. I'm not doing any of these things. But if you can just make it about me, you can undermine Nathan Oakley and ignore how flat Earth gets measured. Do what you like. Who cares? Earth's still going to get measured flat. Like they taught you in the geography class. All of us, that is. We all got taught how flat Earth gets dealt with. In geography.
Yeah, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to end the conversation.
Go
ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I said, well, Riggs isn't in here, is he? Oh, no. No, good shout out to Riggs, really, for, opening his server up to creators, come along and, anybody who's got something they want to present, good platform, really, Discord. For those who haven't got a Discord, great thing, really, for people to be able to, come and present stuff, really, like you are, as a creator.
Yeah, link to this Discord server is at the top of the live stream information box. If you want to join, click on that link.
Yeah, we came last week. We did a show here last week from here as well. It's a great asset, really, to the community.
We really don't care.
It was called Nathan Oakley's Antipodal Planes. That's what it was called, at our show last week.
Yeah, of course, it's got to be about Nathan, right, Eddie Bear?
It was, that one was actually about Nathan, yes, yeah. But not a personal thing. I mean, it's because he's a subject expert. So one would, approach a subject expert to, clarify some points and understand the subject matter.
You really want to be relevant, don't you, Eddie Bear? You're striving to be relevant, but you're redundant.
No, I'm not. No, relevance is not important to me. I'm just in search of truth. That's all I'm about.
Really? You've just literally
How's it measured, Eddie Bear?
You just said it's not personal, but you've named it after me. So, I mean, I don't really understand how you can lie about things not being personal when you've named them after me. That's literally as personal as you can make. I'm still talking. So you're just a liar. You are unequivocally making it personal. You've named it my name. It could not be any more personal. You are a liar.
You done? Well,
Done calling you a liar.
I mean, you present yourself as a subject matter.
Did you start that sentence with? Did you start that sentence with you? Sorry, did I hear you correctly? Start the sentence with you. Again, just for the audience's benefit, this is a man who in the last 30 seconds has said, "It is not personal," and then his very first words are, "you." What, me personally? You're a lying, degenerate scumbag who is absolutely unequivocally making this personal and then lying about it not being personal. That's the second time I've said it, Eddie Bear. I'm calling you a liar with an example of where you've lied about it being personal, that you've made it unequivocally about me personally. and then lied about it. Third time.
And you're a phony. You come in all
so-
mealy mouthed.
Sorry,
So it is
don't
personal
worry,
about me then, right? You understand that? Now I've exposed you as a liar in that regard. Do you understand where you're lying?
No, I mean, it's just that you present yourself
No,
as a
stuttery
subject.
little bitch. I'll say it again. Yeah, when you use the word you and directly ascribe something with my name, that is absolutely unequivocally making it personal. You dumb fuck.
Dicko.
Well, you know,
Edabear, you stuttery little twat. You're stupid. I've highlighted your lie, and instead of understanding and appreciating how stupid you are, you're now saying no. What? When you use the word you, that is a direct attack on me. The you that you are describing personally, by name, when you name something after me. Fourth time.
well, you're lying. So
You?
I've
So is this not
lying.
personal? Is it just me, or I'm hearing you describe me with the word you again? That would be making it personal, wouldn't it, Edabear?
You are the subject matter.
So
expert,
yes, so that's
of
a
course.
yes.
Right, you're the
So
person
you are a liar. You said I'm not making this personal, but now it's about me personally being a subject matter expert as an individual. So it is personal then. You have made
In the
this
Discord,
personal
they hear
then.
me. They can hear me in the Discord, but on the YouTube, you can't hear me at all because you're talking over me. Because your noise gate is for that operation.
So what I will do is now mute the Discord line and say for the 5th time, this man's a liar. He said, I'm not making it personal, end quote. And then talked about me and something he named after me. Personally.
Is the audience to think I'm lying.
Right, let's just get rid of this
If you're the
wanker.
subject- if you're the
Edabear, who is a
subject matter
pathetic
expert-
cuck, who undoubtedly also had his head flushed down the bog in high school. Because he's a wanker. And people don't like wankers, so what they tend to do is flush their heads down the bog. Yeah? Because they're wankers, and they deserve it. That's how he'd have been treated. Right now, because he decides that he's going to yak through my live show. I've got an audience, Edabear. People care what I've got to say. You, 6th time, are a liar. No, I'm not making it personal. It's about Nathan Oakley's blah, 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 blah. You. Yeah, you're a liar and a scumbag, and I don't want to talk to you anymore because you're not addressing the fact that you've lied to my audience when you said it wasn't personal. Yeah, it absolutely is. You have to make it personal. That's all you've done. And then lied about it. I don't like dealing with liars, so get lost, liar. If you can't address your own lies when they're highlighted to you 6 times, you don't get to talk to me anymore. If you can't accept that you've lied, then you're not worthy of discussion. So get lost, liar. You do need to make it about me personally, and you did. Dead.
I was just saying bye, Edabear. See you next Friday.
Yeah, when you can come in and start lying to my audience again and then moaning about how I've got Discord gated so that I can be heard on my own show. Yes, Edabear, that's right. I can be heard on my own show. What's that? Nathan's got a mute button. It's almost like you're not addressing the 7th attempt to me point out how you're lying about not making this personal, about something you've named after me. Scum. You need to make this about me. My point that I've been making for the last 20 minutes, that you've immediately done and then lied about. And then moaned about how you're not getting heard. I heard you make it personal about me when you named something after me, but then lied about it. Now, in 8 attempts of pointing that out, it's never going to get any address. The scumbaggery, the indecency, the personal attack that I'm having to face from a scumbag liar. That'll never get addressed. Oh no, I'm being suppressed. What, by a noise gate that allows me to come through to my audience? Yeah, I'll make sure I'm heard. When I point out how you're lying about it not being personal. That's all you cucks can do. Make it personal about me. Now, as I've said in the pre-show and throughout this live show, if we were in close proximity and you made a fact about me personal to me and then lied about it not being personal, that gets you a broken nose, Edabear. But you've got your brave pills because you've got your fake name and your pathetic voice changes online. Yeah, that's where you need to be so you don't have your head flushed down the bog. That's what you need. Those are your brave pills. So you can tell people that you're not personally insulting them when you're naming things after them. Yeah, you've made it personal. It's pissed me off. Obviously, that's the intention. That's the only reason you're doing it. Meanwhile, we measure Earth flat. That's how we measure Earth. There's been no redress. There's been no rebuttal. There isn't one. You're not going to get away from how linear and horizontal distance measurements are. You, on the ball side, need to describe a deviation from that horizontal linear distance for your Earth curve assertion. So it's not like anybody's going to get away from how flat Earth must be measured. But if you can personalise it about Nathan Oakley, end quote you, and then lie about it not being personal, and then saying you, and describing me as a subject matter expert that you are personally addressing, then suddenly it's about Nathan Oakley, isn't it? No. This is not about Nathan Oakley. It's about geography. Whether or not I describe the flatness of a linear mile measurement is irrelevant to how flat a linear mile measurement is. I have no bearing on this. You don't need to name anything after me.
Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. Like let's keep having meetings and about Nathan Oakley. And the more we talk about this, I mean, as if it's going to change sea level. You know what I mean? As if it's going to change how a theodolite works and what it measures, how a sextant works. Yeah?
Did you hear anything about this show that they had on World War Debate? Yeah, I didn't hear anything until he just told us.
No, I don't care, though. I'm not obsessed with these people. I'm not naming things after Edinburgh, am I?
No.
Right, yeah, because, beta cuck, nobody gives a flying fuck about you. Nobody's naming anything after you, are they, Edinburgh? Because you're an inconsequential little cuck. Me, I get stuff named after me all the time. I get people propping me on a pedestal, like how I describe things is somehow consequential and needs overcoming. The Nathan Oakley problem. Yeah? Yes, because people see me as important, Edinburgh. You are a pathetic little scrote who had your head flushed down the bog in high school. We all know what you are, Edinburgh. Next.
You are the only one that's ever talked about the antipodal planes, though, Nathan.
Right, I'm the only one who's talked about antipodal planes. Let's just address this straight away. So just on screen for my audience, taken from a Globe Believers book that I didn't write, is the antipodal plane of Earth's surface, north and south. This is a diagram that I did not draw. Just so we're absolutely unequivocally clear, Bev is incorrect. It is on screen now for my live audience. The antipodal plane. He said I'm the only one that I've just... Sorry, Bev, I'm just proving you wrong. Is it time that we flushed your head down the bog, you pathetic little cuck? I'm proving you wrong with a diagrammatical example that I did not draw. Am I the only one who talks about it? It's on screen for my audience now. A globe Earth with the longitude and latitude system described in a celestial sphere with antipodal planar, globe Earth, north and south. I did not create this, you fucking retard.
That's how they measured it flat,
They?
right?
Sorry, was this not just me the only one who talked about this only 25 seconds ago? Was it just not personalised to Nathan? Now it's a they. Is it, you pathetic little scrote? So you're fucking wrong, then.
You didn't.
So you're wrong.
Nathan, we know that.
Sorry, so this on screen, let's just pause it so it stays here permanently while this
I can't see
fucking
it on screen,
retard, scrote little twat is demonstrated wrong. They aren't me. I didn't create this. You are wrong. You said I was the only person who talked about it. No, it's on a diagram.
That's it.
Sorry, are you just going to yak through me like that's going to change how wrong you are when you personalise something that is not mine?
About Nathan, I can't see your antipodal planes.
Oh, really? They're on screen for my live audience, Bev. You are an inconsequential little twat that would have had your head flushed down the bog in high school as people bullied you for being an adenoidal little twat. That's what you are, you adenoidal little twat. You have decided to ascribe something that's diagrammatically represented on screen to me personally as the only one talking about it. No, you pathetic little adenoidal twat. Oh, maybe if you keep yakking through me, I'll just have to fucking remove you. This adenoidal little prick, who undoubtedly was bullied in school as being a pathetic little shit, feels that with the internet between him and I, he can yak through his groundless, baseless assertion that what is literally on screen now is only, and I quote, something that I have talked about. So immediately personalising something that is diagrammatically represented from Globe Earth believers and absolutely not Nathan Oakley's, but this pathetic little twat who would have had the shit kicked out of him in high school indefinitely needs to yak through me pointing out exactly how antipodal this depiction is, and it hasn't got my name on it, twat.
But you were the only one that talked about it.
It's on screen from a book I didn't write, you fucking retard.
No, I said voiced it. I've never heard.
Oh, really? So you believed in your delusional idiot way that I'm the only person to have ever talked about this depiction in this book? No, you're just an idiot.
The antipodal planes is all I've ever heard from you, Nathan.
Oh, so because you have only ever heard it from me, in your fucked up world where you're the only one who counts, because you've only heard it, it means I've only ever said it. Oh, I see, Secret King. So because it's you hearing it only, that means that universally everybody worldwide has only ever had this ascribable to Nathan Oakley. You dumb fuck. How self-absorbed do you need to be? No, dickhead, just because you're only obsessed with Nathan Oakley doesn't mean I'm the only person who's ever described that which is depicted on screen, you fucking retard.
So that's how you measure the Earth flat to make the globe, right?
I don't believe in a globe. I understand how flat Earth measurements are used to create this antipodal planar system, north and south. I understand how the globe is created. It's not mine, you dumb little shit who would have had your head flushed down the bog.
How do they measure the...
Why are you asking me? Go and ask they, you fucking retard. A minute ago it was mine. Now you're asking me how they do that. So it's not mine then. You understand you can ascribe it to a they, you fucking retard, who needs to chat skank through me. By now I'd have broken your fucking nose, Bev. You understand me? You'd be bleeding. You would be bleeding in person as you yak through me. You've just asked me how they do it. Something you've ascribed to me personally. But now you're asking me how they do this. So there's a they that isn't me then, you fucking retard.
You say they make the globe.
So there's a they then, fucktard. You've told me I'm the only one who talks about it, but now you're asking me how they. That's not me. Do it.
Antipodal south to make the globe.
Right, if you go really high pitched, would that change how quickly your fucking head got flushed down the bog? When you're all high pitched in person. Yeah, when you were all, will they be doing? Yeah, I'd still be flushing your head down the bog, Bev.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, okay, you pathetic little beta cuck with your million miles of fibre between you and me. You ascribing this shit that I don't believe to me personally, like I'm, quote, the only one who talks about it, is not only wrong, it's worthy of me breaking your fucking nose, you pathetic little beta cuck who undoubtedly had his head flushed down the toilet in high school. Because people don't like people like you, Bev. You're an annoying little twat. Yeah? You look like Wurzel Gummidge, you're a pathetic little scrote, and you feel that you can justify ascribing shit that I don't believe in to me individualistically and personally. Wrong, fucktard. I'd just be breaking your nose if you were in person with me. I'd be splattering your fucking pathetic nose over your pathetic little face while you yak skank through the top of me. Like you can get away with it here on the internet. In society, people despise little men like you, Bev.
We're just here to talk to people, Nathan.
Yeah, I've got a fucking audience, Bev. People pay me to talk to you like you are. A pathetic little cuck that would have his head flushed down the toilet in high school. That's what would happen to you. You know how you were treated in high school, Bev. People bullied you.
No, I was
You're
fine.
disingenuous, Bev. You're a disingenuous, lying bastard. You're a Glober now, anyway.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
The reality is, Bev has told me that what is on screen now is only ascribable to me. Bang! I'd break your fucking nose. No, dickhead, trying to ascribe this shit that I can accurately describe to me like it's my fucking belief would just get you a broken nose.
You said you could make a globe from
I am not a fucking globe believer, dumb shit. Yeah, you'd have your head flushed, Bev. That's what would happen in reality. But here, while there's a million miles of fibre, you can get away with your high-pitched tone. Squeak at me, bitch.
How do you measure the antipodal planes,
I don't.
Nathan?
I don't measure anything. I'm not measuring anything. Nothing is being described consequential to Nathan Oakley, the individual. These are not my measurements,
You're
you
not
dumb
measuring
shit.
anything. Yes, we know.
So these aren't my measurements. You unequivocally ascribe them to me as my measurements, Bev. They're not. And I'm saying as a result of your incorrect assertion that what is on screen is directly ascribable to me would get you your head flushed down the bog.
Right. Well, you're the one that says flat Earth measurements make the globe.
Flat Earth measurements make the globe. On screen now is a depiction of the equatorial plane, with the angle measurement acquisition being from said equatorial plane. Earth is measured flat in this globe depiction. It is labelled latitude. Here, this is not mine. Bev, this pathetic twat who would be getting his head flushed down the bog right about now, has unequivocally ascribed this to me. It's not. It is still definitely a flat Earth measurement from the equatorial plane of latitude. That's a fact. It's described on screen with the word latitude. But Bev needs to make this about me personally. And I'm saying if you did this in person, I'd break your fucking nose.
Very well done. But how?
Yeah, well done, you pathetic little cuck. You'd have the shit kicked out of you in reality. Here on the internet, you think you can get away with disingenuously ascribing something that I haven't created to me as a single individual. And I'm saying in reality, I'd break your fucking nose for it.
How do they measure
They? What, not me? A minute ago, it was only me, you pathetic little scrote. Broken nose is what he'd have, Bev. Justifiably so. Justifiably so.
Bev,
You
why
wouldn't
are
be
here?
going one-on-one, I'll tell you that. Anyways, rather than threatening violence, do you have a map?
I'll do what the fuck I like. This pathetic cuck is about to tell me what I will and won't do. I'll just close that line and say to my audience, I'm giving an example of what would happen in reality. These pathetic little beta cucks who tell me that the globe Earth antipodal flat measurement system is all I have ever talked about, therefore it can individually be ascribed to me. I'm saying no. In reality, when you do that shit, you get your head flushed down the bog for being a disingenuous little prick. So I will describe the violence that Bev would face. That's what he'd face.
With latitude measurements, Nathan.
Yeah, latitude is a measurement of a flat Earth. It's on screen now. This measurement on screen now is a flat planar measurement from surface level of latitude. It is not mine.
How do they do?
Why are you asking me? I've just said 5 times, 10 times. This isn't mine. I need Bev to appreciate. He won't, because he'd just be getting his head flushed by now. That he's ascribed this to me. He won't accept that that's wrong. He just wants to keep asking me what they would do after ascribing it to me personally, doesn't he?
Oh, I
Is it the
am.
antipodal plane?
Go fucking ask them, you dumb shit. Why are you asking me? Go ask them, you fucking retard. Go ask them.
You're the expert.
Do you know the ones that you're asking me to go and ask, you go and ask them, you pathetic little
The
scrote.
Earth flat.
You go and ask
I'm
them.
asking you how they do it.
It's on screen now. You're asking me how they can do it, and I've told you. On screen now, a flat Earth elevation angle measurement of latitude. That is what this is. It is a planar measurement from surface level for an angle described with a degree. This is how it is done. I've asked Bev to address the fact that this disingenuous scrote shitbag has ascribed this to me individualistically, like it's only me who's ever described this. Wrong. I've done it about 10 times with him. That's why he'd be getting his nose broken.
Well,
You can't do fuck all with an angle, Nathan.
What, fuck all with an angle like this one being measured on screen from surface level, from a flat plane that creates the latitude system, that one that got ascribed to me as an individual by this little shit who would have his head flushed down the bog. That measurement of a flat Earth.
Don't let me ascribe any measurements to you.
No, nobody gives a fuck what you do, Bev. We'd be flushing your head down the bog if we were in person with you. I'd be dragging you off to the toilets to dunk your disingenuous head down the bowl.
You're the only one that doesn't measure.
Sorry, only one. It's on screen now. He's just going to keep lying, so I'm going to remove him from the discussion because he's doubled down on this shit that's enraged me. I'm the only one. No, I didn't create this diagram.
Very sad. We used to promote you, Bev. You used to be cool. Now you're just a moron.
Yeah.
That we got to kick because you personalize things and you're disingenuous.
Yeah, it needs to be made about me. I called this at the top of the show. Before we even started, I said, how long before they make a flat Earth measurement Nathan Oakley's measurement? And every single participant thus far has done exactly that. Made it about me.
Nathan,
Immediately.
Nathan, this is Buck. I'm sharing my screen showing
Fuck
how
off,
we
Buck.
measure.
Get fucked. I don't give a shit.
with
You want to talk about
Yellow.
my wife and Pepper Potts? You can fuck off. No.
Yeah.
Buck Sodbuster, who's decided to talk about what I get up to in my bedroom with my wife, would also be somebody who was having his head flushed down the bog. Probably his legs broken as well. So he wants to talk to me now. Get fucked. Go away.
Yeah, we got no use for you, Buck. Go see McToon.
Yeah, go see McToon
your
so you
boy.
can cower on some channel where that pathetic cuck who measured Earth flat 1,000 times can cuck to you and how you say your level tool measures an Earth curve. Piss off. Go and preach to the already converted.
Your curve I like doing, pal.
Yeah. Go run a show parallel to us. Freaking piece of shit. They make it immediately. It's not even, they're not even trying to hide it now. They're just immediately going after the person.
If Nathan understood
defense
reciprocal
mode.
zenith angles, he'd be like a
Safety
whole different
mode.
guy.
Sorry, was that if Nathan? Was that the start of your sentence about me personally, right? That'd be a yes, wouldn't it? Whoever
Yeah,
just
yeah,
joined in
you
the
gotta let me
conversation,
explain it.
Omnivore, has immediately made it about Nathan. If Nathan.
His method doesn't work.
Sorry, if Nathan.
Other people could talk.
Sorry, why are we talking about if Nathan?
What method doesn't work?
Right,
The way
on
we
screen
measure
now,
a
let's just
flat?
see if Omnivore can address this. On screen now, it was what Bev brought up and suggested it was mine. I haven't created the globe. I'm not a heliocentrist. On screen is a latitude measurement from a flat plane. That is how latitude gets measured, flat. Now, that's not about me personally. I don't want to hear what Nathan Oakley does in response. I want an understanding from you how flat Earth gets measured for latitude as depicted on screen that I did not create.
Are the measurements equivalent?
I wasn't
to the
talking to
globe
you. I was talking to
measurements?
Omnivore, whoever's decided to pipe up. Omnivore, flat Earth elevation angle measurement to form latitude. It's on screen for my live audience. Do you understand how flat Earth gets measured for latitude? Yes or no? Bye-bye.
Can't do nothing with an elevation angle, Nathan.
You can run in the face of accepting that it's not going to be made about me. Omnivore attempted to immediately make about what Nathan Oakley does. I then immediately turned it into how flat Earth gets measured for latitude, and he ran.
That's all they got, Nathan. Make it about you or run.
Anybody in the
That's
panel
all.
want to address how flat Earth gets measured for latitude? It's on screen now. It's not my diagrammatical example as has been suggested by a man who would have his head flushed down the bog. That's try thinking, the little scrote, the Wurzel Gummidge looking little twat. Yeah? Then we've had Omnivore saying it's all about how Nathan Oakley does blah, 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 blah. No. On screen now is something that I did not create. It's the antipodal flat Earth system used to create a globe with flat Earth elevation angle measurements to form the latitude system. It is a flat Earth measurement. It's not my flat Earth measurement. Now, I want to know if anybody on the panel who believes in a ball can say, yes, I understand how latitude is a flat Earth measurement as depicted on screen. Can anybody admit to this, or are you all complete cowards? This is your necessity to create a ball, by the way. Without it, you haven't got a ball to believe in.
with this finding of yours, have you been able to find like a map or a setup of the FE? Taking this into
map is
consideration, this finding of yours,
All maps.
because I know that there's some
You want me to answer you?
debate and contention.
Are you going to tell me
over
what
the
you know,
layout
or do
and
you want me
map.
to answer? I don't care what you know.
No,
you asked me a question.
I'm
Stuttering.
taking
Yeah, I
into
know you're stuttering.
consideration your knowledge and what you're sharing.
Yeah, you need to shut up and let me answer then.
Were you able to
I heard
find
you. I heard you.
setup?
The first time you asked. I tried to answer and you carried on telling me about what you knew. Do you want to shut up?
Okay, I'm glad you heard it. Go ahead, please.
All maps are flat. They utilise horizontal linear distance measurements on the scale. Have you never used a map? They're all flat.
I got you, but there's some, some
So
flat earthers
stuttery, you
claiming
got me.
different-
So you understand
different
that
flat
Earth is
maps.
dealt with. Sorry, you asked me about my flat Earth map. You got
on.
me. You got me. Okay, so now
Well,
I'm going to
no,
ask
I'm
you
not trying to
something.
get
It's
you.
not
It's
just a
just a
constant
question.
incessant barrage of questions from you. So you understand then, as you've quote, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to shut up now. I answered you. Now I'm going to ask you something. So you understand that to use a map, Earth is flat.
And I'm gonna go on mute.
You
have to
will
answer
go
me
on mute
directly.
because
I'm
you've
not playing
realised
the
how
game.
badly you've lost, having asked me about my
Anyway, carry on.
personalisation of maps. Now you're yakking through me. Yeah. In reality, Earth is dealt with maps. They're used to navigate the surface, and they are all flat. Gotcha. I thought you said you were going to go on mute. You've just opened your line in the middle of this sentence. I haven't finished.
Go on, sweetheart.
Get out. I'm not your sweetheart.
out.
Yeah, again, just so the audience understands, right? Yeah, do you remember Dave, Professor Dave, talking to that black guy on one of those shows and he started calling him
He got his
sweetheart?
face broken.
Bang! You'd have your fucking nose broken. That's what would happen to you in reality. But because you've got your brave pills and immediate million miles of fibre between you and I, you think you can call me sweetheart. Sweetheart? Yeah, I'll break your fucking jaw. That's what would happen to you when you called me sweetheart in reality. Yeah? You'd have me breaking your fucking nose. That's what would happen. But because you're a beta cuck, you can take a brave pill on the internet. Yeah? In reality, you wouldn't get to call me sweetheart. I'd stamp on your throat. Yeah? But brave pills are the order of the day when you start calling me sweetheart. Why is he calling me sweetheart? Well, because he suggested that I've made the maps. Have I got one that's flat? All of them. They all use distance in a horizontal linear scale. Gotcha. Yeah, so now I'm going to ask you if you appreciate how fucking flat Earth is. Oh no, I'm going to get called sweetheart. No, you'd get a broken nose, in reality. When me, the giant monster of a man, broke it for you because you decided to call me your sweetheart. No, you don't get to call me the little cute names my wife calls me. And as a man, if you do that, I break your fucking nose. That's what would happen in reality.
People think on the internet they can say what they
Relax,
want.
Jimmy.
Like if I wish I could put my hands on you, and in your case they call you sweetheart. It's amazing how tough people get.
Yeah. Well, I'm just pointing out that in reality, yeah, I mean, this is hypothetical. Obviously, I can't reach through the screen and break this guy's fucking nose. But if he was in front of me and started talking to me like that, I'd break his nose. You want to call me sweetheart? Bang! Oh, yeah? Call it me again. Yeah? No, you can't do that in reality. But you can take your brave pills on the internet, can't you? When you're proven wrong. Suddenly you need to start insulting me, calling me your sweetheart. I'm not your sweetheart. I'm the man who'd break your fucking nose after I've courteously answered your question about how flat maps are and how we deal with Earth's surface as a flat plane with horizontal linear distance measurements. That is what we do. You asked me about it and I gave you an answer. Did I get a thank you? No, I got insulted and called sweetheart. Well, you'd get a broken fucking nose, wouldn't you?
You got a gotcha as well, mate.
Next.
Anybody else want to make it about me? Anybody else want to call me sweetheart? Yeah? You're not doing well.
Or sexy femboy.
Yeah, like we had in the geography server, calling me a homosexual, suggesting that I'm a sexy femboy by renaming me in servers. Do you think that's going to change how flat maps are? No. I think asking me about whether or not I've got a flat map, yeah, all of them, is going to give you the right to insult me and call me sweetheart. Yeah, with a million miles of fibre, you can have those brave pills. But we all know what would happen in reality. We all know what type of person feels the need to tell the alpha that he's their sweetheart. Yeah, you're the type of person that got bullied at school. You were the one getting your head flushed down the bog. We all know it. That's why you've taken the tone with me when you're proven wrong. Earth's flat, that's our map's dealt with. Deal with it. Don't call me sweetheart as a result of it.
I wonder when he's walking down the road and he sees a bunch of surveyors with theodolites measuring the ground level. He starts calling them sweetheart for some reason.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to see that.
Yeah,
See, Mike Tyson said it best. He said, everybody has a game plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, metaphorically, that's what I'm doing, by the way. This is a metaphor. What I've done is I've punched them in the mouth when I say, yeah, all flats. All maps are flat. As are the scales, as are the measurements to produce the maps. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you have got me. Telling you how flat Earth is with all maps. That's what you've got. Next.
That's what they tell us as well. That's all they have got. Flat Earth measurements. That's all they keep telling us, how flat it is.
But I'm going to highlight
Earth more than people.
I'm going to keep highlighting it. The type of person we are dealing with. Pathetic little betas and pathetic little gammas that think that they're secretly consequential to Earth and how it's dealt with. You're not. You bunch of pathetic individuals. You have absolutely no consequence or bearing on how Earth is dealt with. And you never will. What you think about how Earth is dealt with is inconsequential to how flat the maps are, how flat horizontal and level sea level is, how linear distance measurements are. In reality, you don't have any bearing on that. Now, you know that you don't have any bearing on it, but you think that by making it about Nathan Oakley and then making Nathan Oakley wrong, that makes you right. No, you don't have any bearing on this. Earth's measured flat regardless of how pathetic an individual you are. Keep telling yourself how important you are in this discussion. Or, by projection, projecting me up onto a pedestal so you can try and prove me wrong. All that does is tell me that you need me on a pedestal when you make it about Nathan Oakley constantly.
Would that be a vertical pedestal from the horizontal baseline, Nathan, by any chance?
The height of the pedestal is measured with respect to a plane perpendicular to it. Yes, that's correct. How high a pedestal is measured from a flat Earth. But I'm going to express my disdain. Moving forward, this is what you're going to get in this server, right? The moment you start making it about me, I'll start highlighting what I know you are. Yeah? I've met all of you, you adenoidal bunch of irritating twats. Yeah? I've seen your type. I met you all in the schools I attended. And you were all snivelling cucks then, and you are all snivelling cucks now. The fact that you've got a bit of bravery from having a million miles of fibre between the person you're insulting and the fact that you're wrong doesn't change how wrong you are.
They've all gone to chat skanking, so...
Oh no, Nathan won't let me make his assertions that he's the one making the maps. No, I won't, you're right. I'll just point out how you probably had your head flushed down the bog in high school.
Yeah, just character assassination and ad homs and chat. So, listen, guys, just get over it. It's just measured flat. Don't be upset.
Is that what the beaters have done? So you've turned to graffitiing on the toilet wall after your head's been flushed? Nathan's a silly poo-poo head in permanent marker on one of the cubicles. That's what you've decided to do, is it? Graffiti the cubicle after your head was flushed down the bog? Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, Etta Bear posted a video that Arnold Studios, all the guy does is spend time. He's so obsessed with you, Nathan, that all he does is make videos about you.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. These people have raised me up like I have some bearing on these things. I don't, right? I can understand and accept how inconsequential I am to this subject. Me, as an individual, and what I believe to be the case are irrelevant. Earth, that's not me, that's the surface, the ground we are collectively stood on. Not me, We measure Earth flat. Now, me personally, I have no desire to make any measurements. I've got no need to. But you, when you want to believe in a globe, will require Earth be measured flat. You, when you project some map that you want to pretend isn't in existence and flat and linear with the distance scale, is mine. When you do that, all you're doing is lifting me up, putting me on a pedestal, making it seem like I am consequential. But I've already appreciated I'm not. I don't have any bearing on this. I am not the arbiter of Earth's geography. But Earth's geography is flat, regardless of how much you want to make it Nathan's geography, so you can make Nathan wrong. It's never going to work. It's never going to happen. I will point out what a pathetic cuck you are for doing it, though.
So, Nathan, if you went on vacation for a couple of weeks and we just kept running the show, what would they do then? Is it going to be about you then? You're not going to be here for 2 weeks. We're still going. Who are they going to blame it on now?
Blame what? Blame our flat Earth gets measured? I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what they'll do to seek pain relief. Are they going to start arguing with maps? Tell you what, if I'm not around, I give you my permission to go and buy one of Nathan Oakley's compasses, because Nathan Oakley made the compass. And then look at South on it and shout at it. You're not flat, South! You're not flat! You're Nathan Oakley's direction! Yeah, go and buy yourself a compass and shout at it. Tell the compass that Nathan doesn't decide how flat you are.
Just a minute.
Yeah, one sec.
South isn't a horizontal direction, Nathan. It's a cardinal direction, which is determined by the direction of a compass, which you have to hold horizontal and parallel to surface level.
We don't level compasses, one deck.
Now they got videos saying we laugh at you all. That's nice.
Yeah, you've got to make it personal. Yeah, you think it's consequential. You think whether or not you're laughing at me will alter how flat Earth gets measured. It won't. Yeah? It won't make any difference. You will what? Sit around in the bogs looking at the graffiti that says, I'm a poo-poo head? Is that what you do? You all laugh at me? Yeah, meanwhile, you bunch of cucks are the ones getting your heads flushed down the bog. Me, I'm talking about how Earth, that's not me, the surface is measured flat. By you! When you want to express your globe faith. But we're laughing at you. Are you really? Oh, really? Are you making little slides in the AV club? Yeah? Making little comic books where you're the superhero and you beat us up and you're the ones flushing our heads down the bog in your comic book. You're all fantasists.
That's exactly what they're doing, Nathan. So you can stop sending the messages. See, what happens is, Nathan, anytime a message comes, it comes on the top of the screen. And it's nonstop since they've been kicked. Or you had your opportunity, you decided to make it personal instead of coming with your globe measurements. And now you want to, run to chat skank.
Yeah, but the globe measurements are horizontal from surface level, parallel to line of sight, Nathan and Neil.
Well, they said.
Are there any measurements of Earth that aren't flat?
No, they're all flat. As a matter of fact, there's only one housekeeping question that matters.
Ask that again, Nathan, and let's have a little ponder on that. Let's see.
Are there any Earth measurements that aren't flat?
Repeat that, Nathan.
Are there any Earth measurements that are not flat?
Nope.
Well, there's quite a few people in Discord. Can anybody present us any measurements of Earth that aren't flat?
Now's the time, guys.
Come on,
Not
bring
today,
it.
maybe
Bring it.
tomorrow.
Go ahead. No, that's because they're all flat. All of Earth's measurements are flat. There are no examples of an Earth measurement that isn't derived from a flat plane in the first instance. In the pre-show, Dawn, drop over distance. Well, distance is horizontal and linear. The drop is from the horizontal. So you need a flat Earth to describe the drop over distance, as per Earth curve calculations. They require surface level, with a parallel eye level, to describe a deviation when measuring a height off surface level, that's a flat perpendicular elevation, and a parallel eye level, parallel to what you say? The surface level. They're all marked out in your maths. So even when globe believers express the notion that there is a curve measurement, it fundamentally relies on measuring Earth flat in the first instance. And there's no other exceptions. Every single example of Earth measurement is flat. There are no exceptions to this fact.
It's also in orthographic view, which we don't experience.
Well, you've got to exclude perspective to suggest that the deviation from the horizontal surface level that you measured for the height is capable of description when the surface drops away in the curved manner that orthographic representations that ignore perspective can do. That's what the deviation from the eye level, parallel with the surface level, gives you when you calculate a dip angle deviation from horizontal in a downward trajectory with respect to the horizontal you've measured at eye level and a height you've measured off the surface level and the surface level that's flat. You need orthographic view to replace what is actually viewed with a perspective demonstration in reality with an orthographic non-perspective based Earth curve that deviates from a horizontal plane you measure in the first instance. So yeah, you've got to put it in orthographic view to assert that you've got an Earth curve after measuring the surface level flat, after measuring the eye level parallel with the surface level, after measuring the altitude perpendicular to the surface level, all of which are flat Earth prerequisite measurements that you will make to assert that perspective doesn't exist, because your orthographic math says Earth drops away from the surface level you measured flat. It's ludicrous, but that's how their religion has been created. Just complicated enough for these dumb shits to not quite understand, or recognise how flat it is required to be when measuring the surface level, even though it's labelled in their own bloody maths, surface level.
Yep.
Just complicated enough for you dumbasses to not quite get it. But what's that? Look at this graffiti in the toilet cubicle. Nathan's a dumbhead.
No, what I got was then how come cruise ships at a distance you're only seeing a couple of levels, when closer you see the full ship. So
Okay, so that's a perspective description, right? Let's just go through this. Let's say you've got a cow, and the cow that you've got is a toy, and it's this big. And then outside the window, as you look at a cow in the distance, you've got an actual cow, and they both look about the same size. Now this cow, toy cow, is small. That cow is far away. Now, as it gets further and further away, it will eventually disappear into something called the vanishing point. That's called perspective. Now, in order to describe this with a measurement, we will, quote, have to give you a flat Earth for that, end quote, conspiracy cats. Another guy who went nuts after believing he was on a ball, but when it came to actually measuring Earth for perspective, I'll give you a flat Earth for that, because you're describing angles from a plane. That's how perspective is described. The angular resolution of the cow decreases to 0, but the tower it's standing next to can still be seen. Yeah, hashtag shit shrinks. But in your mind, when you take a mathematical derivation from surface level for your height perpendicular to surface level, for your eye level parallel with surface level, you can infer that the distance to a geometric horizon below the surface level in an orthographic maths is at 1.22 times the square root of the observer's measured height off a flat Earth. Therefore, no perspective, cow's not getting smaller into the distance, it's blocked by Earth curve. You're all dickheads. Stupid. This was made just complicated enough for you dumbasses to not quite understand it or recognise how perspective's been hijacked.
After all these years and still boats going over the horizon. Oh my Lord.
Bad. You think you'd have advanced, you think you'd have looked at your own calculations, you think you'd have noticed the surface level in them.
You think they'd have advanced to measurements rather than observations?
Well, the observations still need a flat Earth calculation of height off surface level. It's 1.22 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. Well, you need to measure your height. What's height? That's the perpendicular vertical distance 90 degrees to a flat surface level. It's right there. It's labelled in their own maths. Surface level. Oh, what? The surface level bends? Well, how is eye level going to be parallel for you to derive this distance linear with drop? Well, you can't. You need the distance to be linear, you need the eye level to be parallel, and you need the surface level to be perpendicular to your height. All of the measurements of Earth that you actually measure to infer that you've got a sphericity to it are flat. Earth's measured flat in all circumstances. There are no exceptions.
Oh dear.
But boats are going over the deviation from the horizontal plane I measured for my height above it. No, they're not. That's just
But isn't
not.
WGS84 a geoid?
The WGS84 was created from a system that was derived from latitude measurements, though, wasn't it?
Who cares? Is it a geoid?
Well, who cares? I care, because you're asking me about a flat Earth prerequisite elevation angle to Polaris to create this system that is calculated into sphericity after measuring Earth flat. So it matters. To create that system you've just asked me about, we measure Earth flat with latitude.
Was that anyway an answer to the question of...
Yes, I answered your question. The WGS84 is derived from flat Earth measurements of latitude. Yes, that is absolutely an address to the question.
Yes, it is a geoid?
No, Earth isn't a model. Earth's not a model, but the Earth that we measured to create that model was flat. It was measured with latitude. On screen now is the description of the latitude system that's creating the WGS84 model. What you're doing is called reification. You're reifying the model that's been converted with a Haversine conversion from the flat system that we measure with latitude. Rather than yattering through me, why don't you listen to how flat Earth must be measured to create the WGS84? Do you not want to accept...
Rather than yatter.
Do you want to accept how flat Earth is measured with latitude to create this system, or do you want to just deny how flat Earth gets measured? Maybe just chatting through me will change how latitude is measured flat to create your system.
Maybe just answering the question would show how not stupid you are.
Bye-bye.
He answered the question, you retard.
Retard? Did you want your head... This is another guy that would now end up with his head getting flushed down the bog and then his nose fucking broken by me. Excuse me, you think I'm dumb? You've asked me about the WGS84 and have described how part of the system is latitude. It requires Earth be measured flat. Now, you've chatted through that 4 or 3 times rather than acknowledging how your system you're asking me about is dependent on flat Earth prerequisite elevation angle measurements to Polaris. You haven't accepted that or acknowledged it. But the latitude system is intrinsic to the WGS84 geoid that is converted by way of Haversine. It's a conversion to sphericity from flat Earth measurements. Now, you're not addressing my direct address to your question. Maybe call me sweetheart instead. I've acknowledged what you've said and explained how the system requires flat Earth measurements. And I've got a dumbfounded silence in response.
You haven't answered what I said. You haven't answered what I asked.
You asked me about...
Yeah, he's a time waster.
So I have, directly. 3 times.
No, the direct answer would be yes, no, or I don't know.
But the direct answer is your system relies on flat Earth measurements of Polaris to create it. It's a conversion.
But no, that would be a follow-up where we can discuss how that's incorrect.
So you're saying you don't accept latitude measurements for the system that is called WGS84. You don't accept latitude measurements that create that system? Okay, how long the silence lasts? Do we need to repeat the question?
It lasts as long as I'm typing because I'm at work. But yeah,
right.
Go ahead. Talk amongst
Latitude system, you can either deny it or accept it. It's forming the system you are asking me about.
Or is a geoid?
No, that's converted from a flat Earth measurement. Haversine conversion.
No, it's just converted from a measurement.
Yeah, and the measurements are flat.
Welcome to flat Earth.
Yeah, so in conclusion, to create the WGS84 system that is a model, it's not Earth's surface, that's a reification fallacy if you take it to be as such, requires we measure Earth flat to create that system. Part of the system is utilising latitude measurements, which are taken from a flat planar surface to create the angles we call latitude. Earth is measured flat for your system. It's now the 5th time I've pointed this out. Do you accept latitude that is creating your system or not? Dumbfounded silence. Earth's measured flat to create the WGS84 system by way of Haversine conversion.
I muted while I was
maybe your
typing.
answer should come in the middle of my speaking about how flat Earth must be measured to create your system you were asking about. Your Earth that you believe in is converted in sphericity from flat Earth measurements. 6th time.
No, that's not how geodetic surveying works. But we could talk about that.
No,
after you
latitude. I
acknowledge
didn't mention
the
geodesic survey.
WGS84.
Latitude is part of the system.
Did I interrupt? Did you just interrupt?
I'll do whatever the fuck I like. I'd be flushing your head down the toilet and breaking your nose, you little shit. Latitude is not surveying. It's measurement of star angles to form the system used in the WGS84. I've said it 7
I thought you
times.
didn't like swearing, Nathan.
No, what I'd do is break your fucking nose. That's what I'd do if we were in person. Because on the 8th rendition of me pointing out how flat Earth gets measured for latitude, you've gone to geodesic surveying. You've ignored the Haversine conversion that I've pointed out from flat Earth measurements 8 times. Broken nose, head flushed down the bog. That's what you get in reality. If you're in front of me, I'd break your fucking nose and I'd flush your head down the toilet, like probably happened to you in high school. That is to say, based on the fact that I've addressed what you've put to me 8 fucking times, all you've done is yacked through the top of me and told me that that's
Well,
not
I
how
don't
geodesic
take that as a
survey
threat,
works.
'cause I know
Now
you
you're
will.
talking through me again. I'd just break your fucking nose if you're in front of me yakking through me.
Yeah, I won't take that as a threat.
It is not a threat. It's describing how you would have been treated in high school. Yeah? While you cucked and cowered away from the people who addressed you directly 8 times. Yeah, you wouldn't be yakking through me for a 9th
So,
time.
like,
You
if I
just get
asked
your
a
nose
direct
broken.
yes/no question and they didn't answer, that is them.
I've answered him. Latitude is part of the system that forms WGS84. I have directly addressed what he
Even
said.
your friends know it at this point.
So now he's going to talk about my friends. He's going to make this into a personal attack, yeah? Now it's about my friends knowing something. I've talked about his direct question about the WGS84 and the geoid. I've told him that it is requiring a flat Earth derivation of the latitude system, measured flat.
Hey,
that is the
Nathan,
9th
you know how to make an
time I've
asshole
put
wait?
this to this guy. Now, based on the fact that even in the 9th rendition, he still feels that chatting through the top of me is a worthy response. No, Earth's measured flat for your system, it's converted via Haversine. Tenth time. So, in conclusion, in order to create this geoid for this man to believe in, Earth had to be measured flat for the latitude system. It's a fundamental prerequisite to create this system. Unless you accept that Earth is measured flat with latitude, you don't have this system. It doesn't exist unless you have the flat Earth measurement first. Just so we're absolutely clear. Unless we measure Earth flat, your question doesn't exist. I hope that's clear.
Great. Yet I asked my question, so it exists.
No, your question about the WGS84 doesn't exist unless you accept that Earth is measured flat for latitude, so you can convert it.
Rock in a hard place.
So my question to you was, do you accept how flat Earth must be measured for latitude, or do you relinquish latitude, in which case you don't have a WGS84 to assert because you have denied the fundamental base premise of flat Earth measurements of latitude? So which is it? Do you accept Earth is measured flat for latitude, or deny the base premise that you formed the WGS84 with? Which is it? Answer a dumbfounded silence. Yeah, he can't answer me. He can't decide whether or not he wants to accept the flat Earth prerequisite elevation angle measurements to Polaris or deny them. Deny them and you've got nothing to base your WGS84 on. Accept them and then you accept Earth is measured flat. It's called the rock and the hard place. Either you accept how flat Earth must be measured, or you deny it and then you've got nothing to base your question on. So what have we got? Dumbfounded silence.
Well, he did say it was converted from the measurements. Now, my question is, why would it have to be converted at all?
You wouldn't. If we were measuring it spherically, you wouldn't do a conversion. But obviously, given that it's based on flat Earth measurements of angles to stars, you're going to be needing a conversion process to turn it into a sphere for him to start asking me about it like I'm going to ignore how flat Earth got measured to create it. No, I didn't. I made 11 attempts and got dumbfounded silences out of a wanker. Some shitbag that probably got bullied at school, having his head flushed down the bog when he interrupted the big kids. They just said, "Shut up, you little twat. Take your bogey-faced little nose and piss off. Earth's measured flat for your stupid belief in the WGS-84, you dumb little shit." Do you hear me, you dumb shit? I'm talking to you, you stupid retard. You require Earth be measured flat for your WGS-84 belief. Do you understand me, you dumb fuck? Hello, I'm calling you a dumb fuck. That is to say, I'm getting aggressive with you based on your stupidity and requirement of a flat Earth that you're asking me about. You converted a flat Earth measurement into sphericity that you're now asking me about. You dumb shit. So I ask you, did your dumb whore of a mother drop you on your fucking head, you stupid idiot? You're asking me about a system that requires Earth be measured flat to make it. Were you dropped on your head?
That WGS84, is that the Wankers Globe System 84? Is that what it stands for?
Yeah, Wankers Globe System, yeah. Doesn't seem like this guy wants to take part anymore. Now he's been put between the rock and a hard place, he'd rather fucking run. What a coward. Yeah, maybe you'd like to blame me mute button or say it's Nathan Oakley's WGS-84 based on flat Earth elevation angles to Polaris. No, it definitely ain't. But you require Earth be measured flat for your assertions. Do you understand me, you stupid retard?
WGS-84 was done by competent people. It's certainly not Nathan's own.
But they were done with elevation angles, you dumb shit. You need flat Earth measurements to produce it. 12th time.
Why does WGS-84 have elevation angles on it?
Latitude. Latitude. It's based on the latitude system. Hello, dumb retard with a globe, Faith. It's based on latitude, you dumb shit.
He's asking you about it now. God's sake.
Hello, do you need your fucking head flushed down the bog, you stupid retard? Or do you just need a broken nose? Fuckwit. You require latitude for this shit that you believe in? Do you understand it's only the 12th fucking time I've put this to a retard? Subsequently, I've asked you if you were dropped on your fucking head by your stupid whore mother, who was obviously careless enough to drop you on your dumb retarded head to ask this question that requires flat Earth measurements to produce it. You dumb shit. 13 times. Dumb shit. Latitude. Do you understand latitude? It's fundamental to your WGS-84 system. Hello? Are you deaf, you fucking retard? Answer me, you dumb shit. This is me metaphorically dunking your fucking head in the toilet, by the way. It's a metaphor.
Who are you talking to?
You dumb shit.
Well, but you're not talking.
But you can stutter. Yeah, I've put it to you 14 times. You need latitude for your belief, you dumb shit.
You don't. You can use
you don't.
System,
so we're in the hard place. He's going to deny latitude. Oh, I see. So you don't like the flat Earth prerequisite latitude system. You don't want to use that. Well, then you don't have a system to ask me about, you stupid idiot.
I said you use a coordinate system, but yes, we use
that's based on latitude, you fuckwit. That is based on latitude, fuckwit! Hello?
Why are you so angry?
So is it about me, about why I'm angry? Because I'm dealing with a fucking retard who was dropped on his head. And I'm angry with you because you're stupid. Your stupidity angers me. A coordinate system? What, like latitude and longitude? Yeah, you fucking retard. You'll need the flat Earth measurements for that, you stupid shit. This is me metaphorically dumping your fucking head in the toilet. Do you understand, Dumbo? Dumbo, I'm asking you a question. Do you understand? It's the 15th time I've put it to you, you dumb shit, globe-believing spastic. You need the coordinate system. It is measured flat. Okay, fuckwit. Do you hear
You seem
me?
a little angry.
Oh, it's about how angry I am. Second response. I'll say it nice and polite, sweetheart. You need a flat earth, sweetheart. It's latitude. It's the coordinate system. You need me to be a nice little boy to you, do you? You need me to pander to you in a nice tone? Fuckwit! I'd be dumping your fucking head down the toilet if we were in person, because you're a retard, and in 16 attempts, you haven't managed to comprehend. You've said it's based on coordinates. Yeah, they're flat, you stupid shit.
There he goes.
Hello, coordinates are flat.
No, we have coordinates on a globe.
Right, those coordinates are derived from flat Earth elevation angle measurements of Polaris. Do you deny measurements of Polaris? Are you deaf?
No.
Are you deaf? Do you deny
said
the
no.
flat Earth
Yeah.
prerequisite? Shut up, G+. Do you deny the flat Earth? It's the 17th time I put this to you, dumb fuck. Dumb fuck. Latitude. Dumb fuck. It requires a flat plane measured. It's an angle from a surface level, you fucking retard. I'd be dumping your fucking head down the toilet if we were in person, because it shouldn't take 18 attempts. You stupid spastic.
You mean you'd be trying to do that?
No, I would be. This is me doing it metaphorically. This is me metaphorically dumping your fucking retarded head down the bowl as I point out for the 19th time that you require a latitude and longitude coordinate system, you dumb fuck. That got your tongue, dumb fuck? Dumb fuck! You need a flat Earth elevation angle. You dumb shit. 20 times.
You don't need a flat Earth elevation angle.
Oh, so you deny latitude then?
No, I don't.
Oh, so you accept that Earth is measured with elevation angles to latitude. It's how it's measured.
There is also an option that you...
Oh, I see. We need the Uruguay guy to come and save this man as I rape him. No, you fucking dickhead. No, my friend. What I'm doing is beating the living shit out of your friend, Mr. Uruguay twat stain.
I still have all my...
Fuck off. Fuck off.
The song.
21st time. Oh, we got the whole geeky fraternity piling on all at once, right? Oh, bring it on, geeks. Bring it on. 21st time. You're going to deny the flat Earth elevation angle measurement of Polaris that forms the system. You said we need coordinates. That got your tongue, retard. Metaphorically having your head dunked down the bog. Retard. 22nd time. Do you deny flat Earth elevation angles to form the coordinates, end quote, system that you described a moment ago?
I don't know who you're talking to, but...
You fucking retard! Why are you asking? You're the only one being talked. What I did was I took the Uruguay guy by his hair and smashed his fucking head against the wall. Now I'm talking to you, you dumb shit. You're the one getting your head flushed down the bog with latitude. Latitude. Yeah, yakking through me while I point it out for the 23rd time won't change how flat latitude's measured. Hello?
Elevation angles do not have to be on a flat Earth. Thank you.
Sorry, latitude is an elevation angle measurement. It's a derivation of elevation. Elevation is very specifically describing a measurement from the surface. That's what elevation means. So you're saying elevation angle measurements don't come from the surface? Yeah, they do. It's elevation, fundamentally requiring part of the angle be from the surface level. Are you a stupid retard dropped on your head? Do you not know what fucking elevation means, spastic? Obviously not. Obviously this twat was dropped on his head by his dumb fuck mother because he doesn't understand the definition of what elevation means and what angle means.
Don't even bother trying.
Elevation means from the surface, you dumb shit.
This is the dump right here.
Sorry, do we got another red herring guy going to come and try and save this guy? It's Rob Noxious, somebody who's come along and told me that my kids need taken off me. Fuck off, Rob Noxious. Yeah, I'd break your fucking nose too if we were in person. Yeah, then I'd stamp on your fucking jaw. Meanwhile, we've got the 26th rendition of this guy. who's not going to be saved by the other geeks. They're all going to have their heads smashed against the toilet wall. While I tell this guy for the 27th time that you require a flat Earth elevation angle measurement at Polaris to form your belief in the WGS-84, you dumb shit. Dumb shit! That's 27 times! How fucking stupid are you? You need a flat Earth for your system, you dumb shit. Cat got your tongue, dumb shit? Gurgling toilet water much, dumb shit? So, I'll conclude, presumably with an interruption from a geek. Yeah? A dweeb, a dumbfuck, a beta, who feels that telling me that, oh no, elevation angle measurements don't come from the surface level. What the fuck do you think elevation means, you stupid retard? Yeah, they do. You require a flat Earth measurement of Polaris to form the coordinate, end quote you, system that your WGS-84 conversion to sphericity relies upon. Earth's measured flat in all circumstances, and there are no exceptions. You require it. That's 28 times. Dumb shit. Talking to you. You gonna ask me who's being talked to? Maybe ask me if it's you that's being talked to, you dumb shit. Hello? All the dweebs have been pushed to a side, you stupid retard. I'm talking to you for the 28th time. Got no response, eh? Alright, no worries. This dumb retard, globe-believing shitbag who thought the WGS-84 reification fallacy somehow proved he was on a globe had his stupid shit rammed back down his throat with the flat Earth prerequisite elevation angle measurement at Polaris used in his system. It only took 29 attempts for me to get to the summary. I didn't get an affirmation from the dumb shit. He was too busy having his head dunked down the toilet like he did in high school. Meanwhile, on the 30th rendition, Earth is measured flat to form the coordinate system he needs for his globe faith that's been converted to sphericity after measuring Earth flat. On screen now, demonstration of a flat Earth only elevation angle measurement.
Muted, you clown. Why don't you unmute one of these people and talk to them?
I'm talking to the guy who I spoke to 30 times
Can
about
your audience see how many members you have fucking muted right now?
Mind your business.
Is it about me and what I've got muted, or is it about the 31st rendition of a flat Earth prerequisite?
You're over your...
Stuttery. It's about flat Earth prerequisite.
Oh, you're auto-muted. You're just muting people.
You're just muting people. Now I can hear you, stuttery little twat. 31 times I've pointed out that in order to form the WGS-84 system, you need the coordinate system that's measured flat with Polaris. All you're doing is ignoring it also. Yeah, you need all the dweebs off mute to pull me off this guy, I know. Yeah, I'm not going to allow that. Yeah, the dweebs are getting their fucking heads smashed against a wall immediately as they try and pull me off this guy. Yeah, I'll just repeat it for a 32nd time. Earth's measured flat for the coordinate system he appealed to. Simple. Yeah, no amount of dweebs jumping on top of me is going to stop me, is it? What, you want me to unmute all the dweebs so they can all cause audio chaos? No, I don't mind repeating it for a 33rd time. Don't seem to be getting any response, though. Do you think me unmuting the dweebs will change how flat Earth got measured for Polaris? I don't think so. The dweebs aren't going to help you.
Or he could concede.
Sorry, Gatebreaker. Earth's measured flat for the system that the guy appealed to. Was it you? Were you the guy I was talking to, or were you another one of the dweebs that just had his head smashed?
No, I'm just a listener.
You're just a dweeb that needs to pull me off this guy that's having the living shit kicked out of him by me. Yeah, I'm still going to kick the living shit out of him regardless of your interruption then, dweeb. Okay, dweeb?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to be introducing anything to my audience. They're mine. I'll just shut you up immediately. Meanwhile, 33rd conclusion, Earth's measured flat for the system this man relied upon for the WGS-84. In 34 renditions, it has not once been acknowledged. Not once. We've had a load of dweebs all decide that they're going to try and pile on all at once. But like Superman, I just smashed you all against the wall and then carried on beating the living shit out of the individual who said the WGS-84 somehow proved sphericity. It didn't. It's based on flat Earth measurements. 35 times. Any of you pathetic little dweebs going to address that? It's only the 35th time I've said it. Dweebs! Hello? I'm talking to the globe cucks and dweebs.
They're all muted, mate. They're all
You're
muted.
not.
You have to unmute them.
I'm talking to you. I didn't mute the last guy. I muted the dweebs that tried to protect him. You're one of them.
Max is begging you in the chat, begging you to please.
Yeah, you need to beg me. Beg, bitches! You can be damn sure you'll be putting me on a pedestal and begging me for stuff. Keep it up. Yeah, you need to beg Nathan Oakley. You're damn straight you do. What I will do in response as you beg is tell you for the 35th time that you measure Earth flat with Polaris while you tell me about how I need to be unmuting people. No, I do not. What I will do is point out how flat Earth got measured for the WGS-84 to exist without a response. So, Globe Breaker or Globe Gate Breaker, whatever you're called, are you going to address how flat Earth got measured with latitude or not?
No, I'm not here to counter. I'm just here to...
Oh, you're not? You're just here to pull me off the other dweebs who are having the shit kicked out of them? Really? That's all you're here for?
Seem to know a lot about...
You're damn fucking right I do. My name's Nathan Oakley. I know all about how flat Earth gets measured for WGS-84 to exist. That's right. Do you want to beg me for something?
I'm looking for a plane.
You're looking for a fucking sentence, you stuttery little twat. Figure out how to speak.
Have it.
Figure out how to speak, you stuttery little twat. Find your words, you stuttery little dweeb. I know what you're here for. You're here to pull me off the other dweebs as they have the shit kicked out of them by me. That's what you're here for. You're not here to address anything I've got to say.
You know what I want?
No, I don't give a fuck what you want. I'm pointing out for the 36th time that Earth got measured flat with latitude.
I want a Nathan...
Nobody gives a fuck what you want. I'm pointing out how flat Earth got measured with latitude 38 times.
That's what I want.
You're ignoring me. You're ignoring how flat Earth gets measured. Does this scare you?
Glory,
Does it scare you?
What were you saying?
Earth gets measured flat with latitude.
No, I'm not gonna beg him. He knows what I want. When you deliver it, I'll evaluate it. Let me know.
Yeah, I'll just put you on mute because there's another guy who wants to pipe up. New contender. Chucky.
You're the one that wants to pipe up. Oh, you got my name right. Good for you, Nathan. You learned how to read. Fun with phonics is paying off.
Sorry, is that a media ad hom describing me having an incapability of reading? No, I've described 38 times how Earth gets measured flat with latitude. That's what I've done. You've ignored it and decided to ad hom me.
No, Earth isn't measured flat with latitude.
How does latitude get measured?
By survey.
You don't survey to measure latitude. That's wrong.
Oh,
You're
really? How do they measure
retard.
that?
Let's just stop everything. This man is a fucking retard. He's just said that surveying gives us latitude measurement. Wrong. You're a dumb shit. Dumb shit. You're wrong. Chucky fuckwit. You do not acquire latitude through surveying, you fucking retard. Again, okay, metaphorically. Great. I'm now dunking Chucky's head down the fucking toilet. That's what's happening, right? Chucky's now interrupting, going as I dunk his fucking retarded head down the toilet bowl. That's what's happening. Great. You stupid retard. Nobody acquires latitude through surveying, you dumb shit.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I just looked it up. They measured it with sextants.
So an angle measuring device that acquires elevation angles, Earth's measured flat for latitude.
But it doesn't require a flat Earth.
It's a fucking elevation angle measurement, you stupid retard. It's measured with respect to surface level. That's what elevation means. Go and look up what elevation means and tell me it's got nothing to do with the surface. Go and look up what a fucking angle is and tell me that it's not a straight line, you stupid retard.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Now, I'm saying it is. I'm saying Earth gets measured flat with latitude. It's an elevation. That means from surface. Angle. That means straight line. Part of it's formed with the surface level. That's why it's described with the word elevation. You stupid retard. Earth's measured flat.
Seems nice of you. Let's talk about my mum some more.
Your mum's a dumb fuck whore who dropped you on your head, you stupid retard. You've just told me 3 times incorrectly what you believed latitude measurement was, and then you had to go and look it up. Only a fuckwit with a whore for a mother who dropped him on his head would tell me I'm wrong before looking it up, you fucking retard.
Chucky, tell us how we do it. Tell us how we look to the sky with your sextant. You look up to find out what's below you, right, Chucky?
Yes. You look to find an elevation angle. Yes, you're going to look up.
Yeah, so we measure Earth flat. It's called an elevation angle. That's correct, yes. So Earth is measured flat with an angle. One of the lines that forms the angle being the elevation part, meaning from surface level. The other line going up to a light in the sky we call Polaris. It forms the coordinate system the guy before appealed to when he said we need coordinates for it. Yakking through me won't change how flat Earth gets measured with latitude. That didn't require, or it wasn't rhetorical. It didn't require a reply, if I could say it.
Just what can they say, Nathan?
Nothing. You can deny that latitude is a flat Earth elevation angle measurement to Polaris, in which case you haven't got anything to base the WGS-84 on, or you can accept how flat Earth gets measured for latitude. Those are your only two choices.
No, you don't. Those aren't the two options because elevation angles do not require a flat Earth.
Sorry, it's an elevation, meaning from surface level. Angle, meaning two straight lines. That means that one of the straight lines is from the surface level. That's what an elevation angle is.
But you understand that both those lines are just, they're not real. They are...
Right, so we're not measuring the surface for a system that's describing the ground. It's suddenly not real. Yeah, elevation angle measurements are real. People don't die at sea because they use these systems when measuring Earth flat. They are real, you dumb fuck. They're described as elevation from the surface. That's the real surface we measure elevation angles from. It's not imaginary, you fucking retard cuck. By the way, this is me metaphorically dumping your fucking head down the toilet.
This isn't child's play, Chucky.
Yeah, we're doing it for real if we're out at sea and we need to find where we are. On the surface, you fucking retard. But to you, it's imaginary, eh, fuckwit? Wrong, shit for brains.
We'll just use an imaginary horizontal to measure curvature. Cuckoo.
So would we call that elevation? Elevation from an imagination ground? Is it imaginary elevation? Imaginary elevation.
No, they're not imaginary.
Sorry, is it imaginary? The elevation.
All right. Was I interrupting you? I'm sorry.
I'll do what the fuck I like while I dunk your head in the toilet, shit for brains. Elevation is from the surface. You've said it's imaginary. That makes you a fucking cretin. Okay, cretin? From the surface.
You, Nathan.
Do you know what elevation means, you fucking retard? Do you know what elevation means, you fucking retard?
Hey, Nathan.
No, don't say my name, you stupid bitch. Do you know what elevation means, you fucking retard?
Nathan Oakley failed.
Now I'm going to kick him out if he doesn't answer me on this attempt. Do you understand that elevation means from surface, it's not imaginary, you stupid retard? Retard, I'm asking you something. You said it was imaginary, and I said no, elevation specifically means with reference to the surface. You fucking retard! Hello, you dumb shit! You said it was imaginary, you dumb shit! Now again, metaphorically dunking this fucktard and his head down the toilet in the high school bog. No, when you say imaginary, I say no, elevation does not mean imaginary. It means from the surface level. It forms part of the fucking angle. On screen now is an elevation angle depiction pictorially. It is unequivocally from the fucking surface and absolutely without question not, quote, imaginary. You stupid, dumb shit. Do you hear me, dumb shit? Cat got your tongue, retard? Dumb shit. Your last statement was that it was imaginary. You're wrong and stupid.
No one ever ran away with his tail.
So am I being told to chill? But I'm also being told that a measurement of surface level in the form of an elevation, that means from the surface, angle, that means two straight lines, is imaginary. On screen now, a depiction of how we measure the Earth with an elevation angle from surface level. It's not imaginary like this dumb shit globe-believing spastic just asserted incorrectly. He's just a fucking retard. Are we all clear that this man that was talking to me is a fucking retard?
He's probably been drinking.
Right, is that an address to how flat the elevation angle is that I was just told was imaginary, or is that an address to me personally?
That was for Chucky Boy.
No, Chucky's given up, I see. His imaginary
ran off.
plane that was measured for elevation's not gone over and hasn't been successful, so presumably he's just ran away.
Yeah, that's
Nathan,
about right.
Until we get another globling in here, would you agree to answer my 10 yes or no questions?
Maybe.
They're about you. Question number 2.
Why are you
Is
asking me
English
questions
your
about me?
only language?
Why are you asking me questions?
Wow.
Why?
I ask everyone questions. These same questions.
Okay.
No habla español?
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Oh, how many languages you speak?
Why? What difference does how many languages Nathan Oakley speaks have on Earth measurement?
It's more than one. All right. Question number 3. Would you know if you were an AI?
In what?
Why are you entertaining this guy, Nathan?
I don't know. No one else is talking. I didn't hear his question, though.
Would you know if you're an
You want me
AI?
to repeat the question?
Would I know if I'm artificial? I'm not artificial.
Yeah, but he's
You
asking how would you know?
dog?
How would I know?
Question number 4. Do you trust your government that forces you to pay their taxes?
What has this got to do with anything? Why are you asking me these questions? What consequence does it have on how flat Earth gets measured?
Well, you don't think the government's lying to us about the shape of Earth?
No, what I describe when
easily
people ask
say.
about government-based questions, let me just answer you, right? What I think is that there's a positioning for this subject matter that's flat Earth. That's Earth being flat by way of measurement, to make the people who talk about it conspiratorial idiots who talk about whether or not the government is doing things that are nefarious. It's like, well, why does that have any bearing on how we navigate the surface of Earth when measuring it flat? It doesn't. But if you can make it about that, it's suddenly
Well, let
about
me
whether or
ask
not Nathan thinks the government is lying to us. Who cares what I think about the government? It's irrelevant.
Question number 5. Do you now or have you ever worked for your government's secret intelligence agencies?
Again, it makes absolutely no difference if I have worked for the government. No, I haven't, but it's inconsequential to how Earth gets measured with elevation angle measurements specifically to Polaris. If I had worked for the government, would that change how flat an elevation angle to Polaris is? So before you ask your next question, I'd like an answer to that. If I was directly employed by the government, would it change how flat an elevation angle to Polaris is?
No.
So who cares?
Now, question number 6 has only solely to do with you and your character as of a person and doesn't have anything to do with the shape of Earth. Are you ready? Question number 7. Do you now or have you ever had a sexual fetish for any of the following? Lady boys, femme boys, trans boys,
Oh, God. Come on, Nathan. It's bringing the show down. What's your fucking point? Why are you asking stupid questions?
Sorry,
It's called flat Earth debate.
Again,
We know it's not a debate.
reply. If I was sexually attracted to men, would that change how flat Earth is measured with elevation angles to Polaris?
Nope.
So why do you care? Are you looking for a date?
No, I don't have any sexual fetishes for any of.
What
any
the hell
of
are you
those.
asking
Why is it
questions
always
like
the
that
people
for?
who tell you that they haven't got any sexual fetishes towards men that ask other men about how they've got sexual fetishes towards men? That to me suggests that you
I
absolutely
ask
have an
women
interest
this
in
as well.
men and their sexual attraction to other men. I'm not asking you about
Well,
whether or not
that
you're
was-
attracted to men. You're asking me. That's telling.
Who is this?
I am a heterosexual male. That was question number 6. This is question number 7. Will you now, or have you ever accepted Jesus Christ into your heart as your Lord and your Savior?
Yes, I have. Who cares?
Amen. Question number 8. Were the very last and very first pair of vagina lips that touch your face your mother's?
The
my
first
God.
and very last. That's just so gross.
You had a natural birth, I assume?
I don't know. I can't remember.
You don't. Your mama didn't show her scar, or they sucked you out of her?
No, that discussion of how I departed from my mother's body has never come up. I've got to be honest. I've never discussed that with my mother. Ever. Sorry.
Question number 9. Do you believe that within the known bounds of the ever-expanding universe, that such a thing could possibly exist as a quote-unquote perfect circle?
What? What the hell? You've got a presupposition in your question about an ever-expanding universe. Do you want to prove that first?
Right? How about within the flat Earth? Do you think there's a perfect circle?
I think Earth is measured with circles of equal elevation. What do you mean perfect circle? A geometric shape and its perfection is irrelevant when you're utilising these tools and geometric shapes to acquire positional data with things like elevation angles. With the elevation angle, you can draw out a circle. You just need a compass.
But that circle would never be perfect, so...
So you're suggesting that because the circle that you're drawing isn't perfect, that we don't find our location and then therefore be able to push our boat in the right direction and reach land? You think that doesn't happen?
I guess it did if Columbus got here. Question number
with the stars.
10.
So the circles are utilisable with respect to a flat plane of reference when measuring angles to stars to derive your location. So how perfect they are would be an assertion for how well you'll actually achieve your ends based on the use of those circles in practical application. So if you want to say they're not perfect, so that would mean that people didn't find their way home? Well, they did. People use the stars to navigate. It's a fundamental premise that is deriving the latitude system.
What do they call it? Longitude, because it's a long way around the oblate spheroid-shaped belt of the ball Earth.
No. Why are you asking me any of these questions? You've not addressed anything that I've put back to you.
Well, question number 10. Are you ready? It's about the shape of Earth. Are you ready? Question number 10. What's Earth's shape?
Planar isn't shape.
Yes
right?
or no?
What shape? Yes or no? Retard.
Not a yes or no answer.
No question.
Yes or no question. You're asking a stupid question if you're asking me to give you a yes or no to what shape is Earth. That's not a yes or no question. Right. Secondly,
no, it's
a
flat.
plane. I'm answering
yes.
you. I'm answering you. A plane is not a shape. It's an aspect, isn't it? You understand the difference between an aspect and a shape? Flat is not a shape. Aspect, that's a no, so you don't understand the difference between an aspect and a shape then?
No, I don't.
Yeah, flatness is an aspect. Circle is a shape.
Correct.
Can you describe how Earth's measured? Go on. Okay, when you describe how Earth is measured, you're describing how you measure an aspect of Earth as it presents itself to you. The aspect that we measure is flat.
Aspect ratio. Okay. You have to have two things to compare to each other, hence not flat, two plane, 2D.
No, 2D. 2D is what you measure Earth when you describe the aspect for things like angles.
God.
It's an aspect. It's not a shape.
Flat is not a shape. That's not hard to understand.
Well, that
so
was fun.
Nathan, you're eligible for the bonus question. Do you want to take the bonus question? It's not a yes or no question.
Didn't want any of the questions. None of these questions that are about me and what I think and my sexual orientation have anything to do or any bearing on Earth and its measurements of the
I
aspect of
asked
flatness.
every prominent flat earther these questions, and Witsit had a
let me get this straight.
story to
Just
tell us
so we're
about
clear,
Thailand regarding furries when I
just
asked
so we're
him.
clear, you've asked every question, every flat earther, whether or not they're attracted to ladyboys. But you want me to believe that you're not interested in men sexually.
Question
correct?
number 11 should be, how many extra chromosomes does Nathan Oakley have?
So you're inferring that I've got a mental disability now.
So Nathan,
No.
the bonus question, I'm going to give you a quote from a world famous astrophysicist, and I want you to name that.
Why?
Black, big-handed astrophysicist. Are you ready?
Why? Why do you want me to do this?
Here goes. There are more stars in the night sky than there are grains of sand on all the world's beaches.
Carl Sagan.
Earth's highest tides are caused by the gravitational pull when
Carl
both the
Sagan.
moon and sun align with Earth, pulling her oceans out. If you were to measure the distance between Earth's highest mountain peaks and her lowest ocean lows, it would be but the depth of a fingerprint when compared to Earth's mass size. Earth's shape is not but round like a pizza. She is an oblate spheroid, pear-shaped.
The heights of mountains and depths of valleys are described as an elevation with respect to a planar surface. That's the aspect that they're described from. They're also measured from a average point we call sea level. So when this person...
I think you lost track of the question there.
I think I was answering you and you telling me I lost track of the question. Now, within the question about whether or not I understand what Carl Sagan has said is incorporated a specific example that is in utilization of flat Earth measurements for the depths of valleys and the heights of mountains. Those measurements are from sea level for the heights of the mountains. Earth's measured flat for the example.
We're looking for a name that's
so
three
we've got
words
within
long.
it a violation of the measurements. Is it just me or am I being interrupted? I listened to his shitty questions and now he's talking through me. I heard you. Within what
you
you've
didn't hear
just
the
asked
question
me.
because the question was, who was that who said that?
Neil deGrasse
It was
Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. No one cares.
Who cares?
No, you're wrong. It was Neil
He
deGrasse
said Carl
Tyson
Sagan
quoting
5 times.
Carl Sagan.
I said it was Carl Sagan who gives the tiniest of shites. Within Carl Sagan's description, he's got the heights of mountains and the depths of valleys, and they are measured from sea level.
Exactly. If you were to stop,
No, the geoid is described from the coordinate system we derive from flat Earth elevation angles to Polaris. The coordinate system it's based on, when you convert it, came from flat Earth measurements also.
It's in the name, level.
Yeah, Earth's measured with respect to the surface level or sea level for the heights of mountains and the depths of valleys. Carl Sagan is describing a derivative that's sphere-shaped. That's a contradiction in terms, because the measurement that he appealed to was flat.
It was actually Carl Sagan and Neil deGrasse Tyson. But anyway, you got it right.
Carl Sagan said it first.
And
no, it's not. It's just Carl Sagan.
You barely passed.
If I repeat what Carl Sagan says, that doesn't make it my quote. It's still Carl Sagan's quote if I repeat it. Neil deGrasse Tyson repeating what Carl Sagan said just means that he repeated and quoted Carl Sagan. It is just Carl Sagan.
That's correct.
Oh, I can't confirm.
So
all
aren't
that.
you just Booger from Revenge of the Nerds? Or was it, what was the guy's name? I mean, you don't say anything original, Nathan.
Do I not? Sorry,
Ogre.
Sorry, again, we need to make this about what Nathan does and how original I am. No, when I describe Earth being measured flat from surface level or sea level to the heights and altitudes of mountains and the depths of valleys, that may not be original, but it is unequivocally a flat Earth prerequisite elevation angle measurement to mountains derived from sea level. So Earth's measured flat. Regardless of how original it is that I've said it. It's not. It doesn't matter if it's original.
I have to disagree with you, Nathan. You coined that.
That's just a fact. It's not. I've coined.
So you're saying the measurement of Earth that's flat is an elevation angle?
Yes, that's correct.
Sorry.
It's from
Nathan,
sorry. Do you
thanks
know
for
what
Okay, so
I'm
measuring
talking to
an
this
elevation
dude. I'm
angle is
talking to someone
measuring a
else.
flat Earth.
Yes, it's an elevation.
Oh,
Do you know what
boy.
elevation means?
Not an elevation, it's an elevation angle. They're
Yes.
two different things. That's why
Yes.
there's different words used.
Yeah, elevation
He's not
means from
very,
surface level.
He doesn't think about this too hard.
Yeah, it's elevation from surface. You said it was imaginary, though, didn't you, Chucky?
No, I didn't.
You know this is broadcast live, right? People heard you say it.
I do.
All right,
They
Nathan.
did hear me say that. They heard you.
Nathan,
heard
hear
you
me say this, Nathan.
I said the
You
lines are
got
meant.
your grade you got was an F plus. You passed, but barely.
Nobody gives a fuck what you think. I mean, you
On that we
qualified
can
as...
agree, but it was still fun to see you squirm.
I arbitrarily ascribe a 93.4% probability to the real flat earther being a homosexual.
Sorry, correction. We heard you squirm. If we saw you squirm, all the viewers would probably throw up in their mouth.
Right. Meanwhile, elevation angle, that means elevation from surface level. That's what elevation means. Angle means two straight lines meeting at a vertex. One of them is formed with the surface level. I've had diagrammatical examples going by. You said it was imaginary. That was your last response to me, Chucky.
No, I said the lines were imaginary.
Yeah, that's what you said, yes. Imaginary. You've also denied it and now admitted it.
There you go.
Yes, so you said incorrectly that surface level measurements described accurately with the word elevation were imaginary. I then called you a fucking retard.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Again, you just heard what I said, agreed that's what I said, and then mischaracterized it again.
You used the word imaginary for the measurement.
I used the word imaginary lines to create the angle. Yes.
Yeah, well, they're in reality surface level measurements. They're forming part of the measurement. Part of the measurement is two straight lines. One of them is from the surface. It's an elevation angle. Maybe if you just chat through me, maybe if you chat through me, it will change how wrong you were when you said they were imaginary. No, we're measuring them from the surface so that we can navigate the surface with them and derive maps of the surface with them. They're of the surface. You said they were imaginary. You're wrong. You're a fucking retard. Retard, you're wrong. You said imaginary. Wrong. Elevation from the surface to derive maps and models. One of them's the WGS-84. If you're going to infer that there's any realistic nature to that model that was being reified, then you'd need realistic measurements of the surface to form that system when you get coordinates from it. So they're absolutely to do with Earth's surface. They're forming the coordinate system that you want to wrap around a geoid. So therefore, they're real. They're not imaginary. You, on the other hand, as you interrupt this conclusion to me demonstrating what a fucking retard you are, want to interrupt me. No, you're just a fucking retard. So what I'm going to do, retard, is dump your fucking retarded head down the bog while I point out that you saying these imaginary measurements, what, that form the models that you all reify, no, they're surface level measurements. They're part of the angle. That's why it's got the word elevation in the measurement. Retard. Dumbfuck. Dropped on your head by your careless mother. Chucky, that's you. I'm talking to you. A fucking retard. Not imaginary, you fucking retard.
Oh, my name's Chuck. I'm a fucking retard. I think that imaginary measurements of the surface form the model I think is the real surface.
All right, so you formed a model of the surface you believe it to be with imaginary measurements. Oh, really? No, you're just a fucking retard. Cat got your tongue, retard. So in conclusion, Earth's measured flat with elevation angles. It doesn't matter how much Chuck the retard says, nah, imaginary measurements. So we're making models of the world with imaginary measurements of the surface. No, we're definitely not. That just makes you a fucking retard, Chucky. Do people around you know how stupid you are? Do your friends know how fucking retarded you are? Did your mum tell you that you were dropped on your fucking head? Retard, I'm talking to you. Hello, retard, your bus is leaving. No response. Well, it was fun talking to you, Chuck. I got the distinct impression that you're a fucking retard from our interactions. Meanwhile, Earth gets measured flat to form the system that we call latitude. It's elevation angle measurements taken from the surface. They are real measurements, they're not imaginary. The surface that forms part of the angle is definitely part of the measurement of the elevation angle that is used to create stupid shithead models that you idiots who think you're on a ball believe in. They're not imaginary, or if you want to claim they are, then so you're imagining the WGS84 that comes after these measurements? So that's imaginary too then. Oh no, it becomes real after the imaginary measurements, does it, you fucking retard? No, we just measure Earth flat for your dumbass belief in models that you reify. One of which being the WGS84 that is dependent on flat Earth measurements of latitude. On screen now, here's the measurement structure that forms an elevation angle from surface level to derive a sphere. This is what it looks like when you invent a sphere by way of measuring Earth flat for latitude. This is what it looks like. I've got a depictorial example of it. Chucky here, a fucking retard who was dropped on his head, suggests that this that forms the globe is imaginary? Really? Okay. I mean, you can believe that if you want to be described as a fucking retard by me, Chucky. I'm describing you as a fucking retard, by the way, Chucky. You're just not responding. So, in conclusion, Chucky's a retard. Earth's measured flat, though. This is a description of it on screen now. I didn't make this. In case anybody thinks that I've just described this antipodal planar system that's spherical like it's mine, because you've only heard me ever talk about it, like some delusional fuckwit that thinks that what they hear is what everybody hears. That would be Bev, another fucking retard, a dumb fuck dweeb that would also have his head fucking dunked in the toilet back in school where he was probably bullied for being a little shit stain, an ugly little fucking goit. Or maybe Elder Bear, who tells me that it's not about me personally and then goes on to describe something and name something with my name. These shitbags, wankers, these twats that undoubtedly got bullied at school. All of them. Chucky included. You're an irritating little twat, Chucky.
I should take offense when Uncle Fester's twin makes fun of my looks.
Right, Uncle Fester's pointing out how Earth gets measured flat with elevation angle measurements from the surface level that you said were imaginary. Therefore, Uncle Fester has demonstrated you to be a fucking retard. Retard. Not imaginary, you fucking retard. What I would now do, again, if we were in person, sorry, calling me Uncle Fester because I've pointed out that the surface level measurements I've got diagrammatical examples on screen of are not imaginary, is worthy of you calling me Fester. Bang! Broken fucking nose. You'd be in a pool of blood. You know, don't call me names just because I've described how flat Earth gets measured when you said it was imaginary, you fucking retard. Now you've got a broken nose, I'm going to dump your fucking bleeding skull into the toilet. That's what I'd do with you. Now that's what you would suffer in reality if we were in front of each other. I'd be breaking your fucking nose because you've called me Uncle Fester. Really? You think that me pointing out how flat Earth gets measured with these diagrams is requirement of you calling me names? I'm calling you a retard because you said you thought they were imaginary. No, describing them as imaginary is what justifiably you called a retard, because they're not imaginary. Therefore, you being wrong is the reason I'm calling you a retard. You calling me Fester is because you're a wanker. It's because you're a wanker. It's not because you're right. Now you're just chat skanking through the top of me. There was lots of protracted silences earlier. Now that I'm pointing out what a wanker you are, and how societally you'd end up with a broken nose if you did this in person. Now you feel that you need to chat skank through the top of me.
Uncle Fester with a skin condition.
Yeah, that's what you need to call me, names. Yeah. Meanwhile, Earth's measured flat, you fucking retard. You thought it was imaginary.
Elevation angles?
Yes.
Not measuring the Earth, Nathan.
On screen now is a demonstration of how the WGS84 gets formed with flat Earth surface level angle measurements that we form the Polaris-based latitude system. This is a diagrammatical example of how that is done, with real measurements of the real surface level to form this system. If they're not real and not imagination land, then how the fuck do you create a globe system with them? Oh, we don't. We just got imaginary measurements that we create the real globe with. So according to this dickhead who's now interrupting me non-stop, we create a real globe with imaginary measurements of the surface level. No, you're just a fucking retard. Calling me Fester is you ad-homming me because you've lost badly when you suggested incorrectly that the surface level measurements we call altitude angles are just imaginary. No, that's why you're getting called a fucking retard. It doesn't mean you've got a justification to call me Uncle Fester. It just makes you a fucking retard who needs to interrupt when you're wrong. You're not addressing anything in a concise way. You're interrupting me.
Can you let me apologize? I want to apologize for calling.
Don't need your apology. You're a fucking retard. I don't care that you're apologetic to me. I care that Earth is measured flat with altitude angles that you called imaginary. As a result of you calling them imaginary, I called you a fucktard. You felt you were justified in calling me Fester and telling me I've got a skin condition. No, I haven't. No, I'm not. Earth is still measured flat. You thought it was imaginary. Therefore, you are a fucking retard. Yeah, I'm justifying calling you a retard. I'm not just calling you names. Like the other guy, when he went on about whether or not I'm attracted to men or attracted to ladyboys, that to me is projection of his own homosexuality onto me. Like I'm drawing a conclusion about how gay he is for asking me if I like men. That's what I'm doing.
Who was that?
A gay.
That was Marty. He's a flat earther.
Meanwhile,
now that you're done talking to yourself, did you hear my apology, or do you want me to say it again?
And
we
I told
don't
you I don't
give a shit about your apology.
Nobody cares.
We said we don't care.
Oh,
shove it up your ass.
Apologizing to whoever this. Who's the guy sucking your nuts right now? What's his name?
Now we're being described with crude examples. Yeah, by metaphor. When I say no, it's not an imaginary surface level measurement. On screen now is the surface level measurement. It's depicted with the word polar axes being described from a flat plane with a man with an angle. That is how this measurement gets made in reality for it to be called a measurement. Now, this guy has said it's imaginary, and I've said, no, it isn't. I've got plenty of pictorial examples of how we measure this angle from the surface level.
What did I say?
When you say it's imaginary, I call you a fucking retard.
What?
You tell me that I'm sucking Neil's nuts without any justification. There's no reason for you to call me that.
Neil.
I haven't asked you about whether or not you like ladyboys for you to justify that, right?
What did I say was imaginary, Nathan? I don't think you heard me.
Surface level measurements. Elevation angles.
I don't think you heard me, Nathan.
I think I did. I think you described surface level measurements called elevation angles as imaginary. I urge you. We're broadcasting live.
I did not.
Yes, he did. And everybody in the chat heard him say it because they heard it because it was broadcast. You said it. I then started calling you a fucking retard because you described the elevation angles from surface level as quote,
and you talked all over
imaginary. That's what you called them.
The lines I said were imaginary.
So you've described the lines that are taken from surface level called elevation angle measurements as imaginary. Yes, that's precisely what I've called you a spastic for. That's correct. They're not imaginary. They're measurements of the surface. They're called elevation angles. They're unequivocally forming the systems that give you the latitude positions in the grid. That's what they do. They form positional data on the ground, on the surface, based on the measurements. What he's now doing is chat skanking through me because him, in his dumb fuck way, has decided that they're imaginary when they're flat. Therefore imaginary? No, they're forming the systems that you believe in when you form the WGS-84 with those measurements of the surface. They're real.
Which is a geoid, right? The WGS-84 is a geoid?
Yeah, after conversion from flat Earth measurements, you can form a model called the WGS-84. That model relies on Earth being measured flat for latitude.
Wow. I can't believe you're streaming this live.
Right, that's not an address to what I've just said. The model of the WGS-84 is converted into sphericity by way of elevation angle measurements for the grid and coordinate system that is directly representing the surface that we measure with angles. You said they're imaginary. That makes you a fucking retard. Okay, you fucking retard? They're real. They're not imaginary elevation angles to form the grid that represents the surface. You're a fucking retard.
Nah, he's talking about the elevation angle, the line from you looking up at the sun, yes. But the ground is not. That's not imaginary.
I mean, you can call it imaginary, but then you won't be deriving any systems that are models that you think are real after the fact. It's like, okay, so you're saying that WGS84 is built on imaginary measurements. Okay, well, then it isn't real or representative of your globe Earth then. If you want to relinquish your WGS84 belief, because in your mind, the measurements that formed it are imaginary and not made from the surface. Okay, so you haven't got any measurements of the surface to create your ball faith in the WGS84 then. So you haven't got a WGS84 representing the surface because it's only based on imaginary measurements. Okay, well then your belief in a WGS84 hasn't got any actual measurements of the surface to base it on. Oh, what you do accept that it's measurements of the surface, yeah, then on your knees it's a flat Earth measurement.
Yeah, he's caught, isn't he?
Yeah, between the rock and the hard place. Either you relinquish your measurements as being imaginary, in which case what? So your WGS84 isn't based on Earth measurements. Oh, well, then you haven't got anything to base your faith on. Oh, you do want to accept that the flat Earth elevation angle measurements of Polaris that form this grid representing the surface in coordinate form is a measurement of the surface. Then on your fucking knees, retard, Earth's measured flat.
If you're 30 degrees south of the equator, how do you measure your position?
By 30 degrees is a flat Earth measurement.
Okay, great. If you're 30 degrees on a flat Earth, how do you measure?
Yeah, so we're on a flat Earth then. So if we're on a degree... No, you've just measured Earth flat to give you the degree measurement. It's not an if statement, you fucking retard.
How do you measure...
Sorry, stuttery! How do you accept that Earth is measured to give you that degree? Yeah, it's a flat Earth measurement to give you that degree, you fucking retard.
Okay, great.
Okay, great! Would that be a tacit acceptance from a fucking retard? A minute ago, these measurements weren't of the surface, they were imaginary. Now he's fucking relying on them to ask me about a coordinate based on a degree that's measured from a flat plane.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah. You're a fucking retard. Earth's measured flat for you to ask me about this degree, you fucking retard.
Right, so you're...
Yeah, right. So, fuckwit. You measure Earth flat to ask me about degrees then?
In your...
Stuttery little bitch! Yeah, this is me dunking your fucking retard head down the toilet, you stupid stuttery little twat. Yeah, you've just asked me about a degree measurement. That degree requires you measure Earth flat.
Dumbass!
Dumb fuck.
So explain how to do it.
You take a sextant and measure from surface level. It's called an elevation angle, you fucking retard.
To what?
From the surface level, you fucking retard.
Oh, look it up.
Horizontal surface level for elevation. Line to star called Polaris. It is a flat measurement. It's where you got the degree you asked me about, you fucking retard.
Yeah. Nathan can't say he's not measuring to Polaris anymore.
Sorry, I am measuring Polaris, you fucking retard. Line along the ground, elevation, angle. Part of it is the ground for it to be called an elevation angle, meaning from surface level. The other to the Polaris star that gives us the degree he's asking about. For it to be a degree, that's an angle measurement, it requires a surface level form part of the angle. Earth is measured flat. This fucking retard suggested that that was an imaginary measurement. Well, how are you going to give me a degree if it's imaginary, you fucking retard? Maybe by interrupting me, you'll change how flat this degree you've asked me about is. The degree you've asked me about is flat. On screen now for my audience. On screen now. It's not about belief, it's on screen for my audience, you fucking retard. It's described on screen.
This is on for your audience. That's
on screen now for my audience, because this fucking chat skank retard chat skanks through the top of the facts. On screen now is an elevation angle measurement of Polaris. It's derived from a flat plane. Facts.
And that's done from 30 degrees south?
Yeah, it's describing a degree measurement from a flat plane. That's correct.
What angle will you get?
Sorry, south is also flat. South is also flat.
What angle?
South is also flat. Are you going to listen to me or are you going to chat skank? You said south.
I'm going to listen to you tell me.
Oh, really? Well, south is flat. I'm telling you. South is flat. That's a flat measurement.
Go ahead.
Sorry, south is flat. You understand that?
You're not doing yourself any favors, buddy.
Yes, and that's why I'm asking you what...
But you understand that south is flat? Yes, was the reply I've got. So south is flat.
What angle are you going to get?
A flat one.
I got it.
A flat one.
What? I got you. What angle are you going to get, Neil?
A flat one from a flat plane. That's how the angle's formed from a flat plane surface. That's what forms part of the angle. The 0 degree that we're measuring is a measurement of a star in the sky with respect to a 0 degree. That's the baseline that forms the elevation aspect of the degree that's two straight lines meeting at a vertex. That flat baseline is what forms an elevation angle. It is a flat measurement, and it is, according to you, being asked about in a southward direction. You said south, didn't you?
And it is Earth.
Right, you understand that south is flat? No, just the chat skanking fucking retard who's lost his... Maybe while I'm talking, yeah? Yeah? No, south's flat, you dumb fuck. You're asking me about a flat Earth directionality in the form of south, you dumb fuck.
Oh, you're not done talking. Okay, let me know when you're done.
No, I don't need to. There's no conclusion. I don't need any affirmation from you, fucking retard. You are inconsequential to how flat south is.
Okay, so now that you're done, yes, flat is south. South is flat.
Yeah, welcome to Flat Earth. That's correct. You will require a flat directionality to ask this question. That's right. South's
30
flat.
degrees south to Polaris. What?
Yeah, so Earth's flat. The degree measurement is from a flat baseline to the star Polaris to give you a degree. The direction you're asking about is flat. You require a flat Earth.
And
for
what
your
angle
question.
is that going to be?
It's flat. Earth's flat for your question.
What angle am I going to get?
A flat one. I've answered you. A flat one. One from a flat surface.
180 degrees.
I've answered flat. The angle is flat. It's from a flat surface. It's an elevation angle to give you a degree to Polaris to form the coordinate system. The direction you're asking about in terms of your directionality is south. That's also flat. Earth's flat for everything that you've just appealed to.
You know what he's trying to do, Nathan.
Do you remember Jen?
Do you stutter much, you stupid little bitch? Address what I've said. Your angle with a degree is flat. South is flat.
Yeah, I'm a flat earther now. Thank you.
Welcome to Flat Earth. It's good to hear it. You'll have to be because you're appealing to Flat Earth only directionality and Flat Earth only angle measurements from the surface level.
Nathan Oakley.
You don't have to say my name, right? Earth is flat. You're appealing to Flat Earth prerequisites, south and angle.
Or you could tell us how you measured the ball.
Could you measure the ball without using any flat Earth prerequisites like on screen, the latitude measurement from a flat plane or the direction of south that is only flat? Is there any chance you can produce something that isn't appealing to a flat Earth measurement? Do you have any of those? No?
That's a good question.
Oh, do you remember you didn't need my opinion? Now you need it?
I'm asking if you've got any flat Earth measurements, or are they all flat Earth measurements?
We'll get Jem Panda in here and he'll talk to you. How about that?
Why, he would have also been a type of guy that would have had his head flushed down the bog in high school. He'd have had the shit kicked out of him most of his adult life. In high school, as you said. Jem Panda would have had the ever-living shit kicked out of him as a pathetic little snot-looking twat. That's what Jem Panda would have had. Like you, broken nose, head flushed down the bog. You bunch of beta cucks. I've seen Jem Panda. Yeah, I've taken more attractive shits.
No.
Yes. Meanwhile, elevation angle measurement you've appealed to, it requires a flat Earth. South as a direction.
Would you beat up Jem Panda?
It requires a flat
Nathan?
Earth. It requires a flat Earth for south.
Nathan, would you beat up Jem Panda?
Would you ever acknowledge how flat Earth is being measured while I point out how irritating twats like Jem Panda would have been bullied for being pricks? They would have been. He will have been. Those are facts. Past tense, that's what will have happened to Jem Panda. He'll have had the shit kicked out of him in high school. Meanwhile, you need south. It's flat. Cat got your tongue? Yes, Jem Panda would have had the ever-living shit kicked out of him for being an annoying little twat. Because he is. Weak. A weak little man. A broken, weak little man. That's what Jem Panda is. I've seen him. I've taken more attractive shits than Jem Panda. Yeah? He's not an alpha. He's a pathetic little beta. That's what he is. An annoying little twat who can only express his disdain with 1,000,000 miles of fibre in front of him. Because he's weak. A very broken, weak little man. Yeah? The only way he can express his disdain is with internet fibre cables between him and the person he shouts at. Meanwhile, I'm not that guy. I'm a guy telling you that you've just described south. It's a flat Earth direction. So Earth's flat. You appreciate that. You said, I'm a flat earther now. That was your rebuttal. Yes, you are. You require flat Earth directionality in the form of south. That's correct. You want to talk about how irritating Jen Panda is? Or do you
every
want to accept...
measurement he gave us was flat.
Yeah, every measurement you've given us is flat.
Every other word is flat.
Nathan, when was the last time you had, or sorry, not Nathan.
So it's
Neil.
So is this going to be, inevitably, this is going to be a question about something that I do. I point out he's using flat Earth measurements. He starts asking me questions about what I'm doing personally. Of course.
No, I asked the question to Neil. I accidentally called him Nathan. Neil, when was the last time you had your own thoughts?
Right, this guy is a wanker. Again, in person, if Neil was in front of him, bang! Broken fucking nose. That's what I get in person. Have you ever had an original thought? Are you ever going to get up after your broken nose? Should we now flush you down the bog? But because there's 1,000,000 miles of fibre between us, he doesn't have to address how south is flat. He can ask Neil if he's ever had an original thought. In person, you'd have your nose broken, my friend. Yeah, in person, you'd have your nose broken. You realise that, right? While you yak through me. Because 1,000,000 miles of fibre internet between you and I means you can do that. I'm pointing out that based on what you've done here, in reality, in person, Neil would break your fucking nose.
Thoughts are imaginations, aren't they?
Meanwhile, south is flat. So I've said it to him about 6 times. He said, yes, I'm a flat earther now. That was his last response. Now he started insulting us.
Well, my thing is this. There is no originality to it. Earth is just flat. Has nothing to do with me being original or you, Nathan.
Yeah, man, it's dead chilled.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. It's got nothing to do with me or Neil as individuals, but you need to make it about us, don't you? Meanwhile, I'm saying that you, being an irritating little prick, would get your fucking nose broken and your head flushed down the bog. And that's probably how you got treated in high school. I am in no doubt that you had the shit kicked out of you regularly by all the people who are more popular than you, while they saw you as what you are, just an irritating little twat who can't concede when he's fucking wrong. Like, oh, right, yeah, south, yeah, I understand that south's flat. Yeah, I'm a flat earther now. Meanwhile, you've got no friends and Neil's got no original thoughts. Yeah, you'd have a broken nose.
Yeah, I'll tell my LinkedIn contacts that.
You'd have a broken nose, though, wouldn't you, if you'd have said that to him in person? Neil had just broken your nose. You realise that, right?
If he says that to me, I'm going to break his jaw.
Yeah, that's what would happen in reality to you bunch of gamma dicks. That's what would happen. You're only getting away with your brave pills because you're on the internet.
I don't know how you failed as an actor, Nathan. You're acting tough pretty well.
I'm on a YouTube channel with people paying me to perform. This is a performance and I'm being paid for it. And you want to call me a failed actor? I'm being paid, dumb fuck. People are literally paying me as you've said that. I got a super chat while you said that. You realise that, you dumb fuck? Big up FED. Let get this straight. I've just been paid for my performance. Big up FED, thanks for all you do in the form of a $5 super chat. So do you want to tell me I failed? I've just been paid for my performance. You dumb shit. Even your ad homs fail, you dumb retard. Meanwhile, all you've done in response, in actual response, to me pointing out how south is flat, is tell me that you're a flat earther. That's what you've done. You think that was a good rebuttal? You told me you were a flat earther. That's what you've done. Shout out to Anti-Flat Troll, who said, if AIDS had a voice, it would sound like Bev. Thank you for the super chat. That would be me being paid for my performance. Shout out to Unitox Femu. Look, I came here for an argument, paying me for my performance. Thank you very much for the super chat. Adam Price, thank you very much. He says 4 more hours as he pays me for my training in performing arts that I'm doing for a live audience as we speak. Thank you very much for paying me, proving this guy who's now interrupting me wrong, as I thank my audience for paying me for the performing arts skills I've purveyed on this live stream. And I am doing now.
Well, I gotta get
proving him wrong as he keeps interrupting me, thanking the people who are paying me. I'm proving you wrong by thanking the people who paid me for today's performance. You fucking retard. You want to call me a failed actor again?
How much did you get paid?
Shouting out the people who are paying me for my performance. You realise that, you dumb fuck.
Are you acting right now?
Yeah, this is called performance. Yeah, this is a performance. This is my persona.
You're pretending to be a useless piece of shit?
You see, your ad homs don't change that I'm being paid for my performance
need to
after
make
you've
a
called me
new,
a failed actor. That's what you've done.
Bill and Ted's. And
Now he's getting mad, Nathan. You got him.
Yep.
Yeah, if they need to do a new Bill and Ted's and they need somebody to fill in for one of them, I'm going to nominate you.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Sorry, you appreciate that you're a flat earther now. You acknowledge that when I pointed out the South is flat.
I mean, I know nothing about the flat Earth because you've given me nothing, but I'm a flat Earth.
I gave you South. I haven't given you nothing. That's a lie. So now he's going to lie. No, I gave you South after you pointed it towards me. That's what I gave you back of your own words, South. You then acknowledged how you are now a flat earther.
One more thing.
You dropped. You obviously pressed the wrong button.
Don't interrupt. You don't even know how to handle your buttons on your phone.
Yeah, meanwhile, Earth's flat. He acknowledged that and said, yeah, I'm a flat earther now. Because he hadn't got anywhere else to go when utilising a flat Earth directionality in the form of South, or a flat Earth elevation angle that formed his belief in a WGS84 that was converted from the flat Earth measurements.
Exactly.
Imagine being a glober.
I can't. This is what you'll become.
Yeah, we're surrounded by pathetic little cucks. And they've only got their brave pills because they've got 1,000,000 miles of fibre between them and the person they're speaking to.
Yeah, but Nathan, the more and more you just stay on the measurements, this descent into insanity is happening quicker to a larger number.
Yeah, we're watching a load of idiot cucks go nuts. Because what have they got? Other than saying, yeah, okay, I'm a flat earther, I used South. So what? Right, well, welcome to flat Earth. You're here to tell me it's wrong, but yet you're using it. You're using flat Earth measurements. You're using elevation angles. You're converting flat Earth prerequisite surface level measurements into models and then saying you believe that the models are real without acknowledging how flat you've measured Earth to produce them. That's sad.
What's happening is... No. What's happening is the penny's dropping, but it's dropping bad. Like used to short circuiting. See, when the penny drops for us, we're like, holy shit. When it drops for you, you short circuit. Can't handle it. Descend into insanity.
They're not using imaginary. They're using imaginary elevation angles, Neil, not real ones.
Okay, instead of using South,
imaginary.
Can you use a directionality that's ball-shaped? Is there any directionalities that are ball-shaped?
Negative.
So it's just flat Earth only measurements then, when we describe directions? Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, Earth's measured flat.
That's that question again, Nathan. What's that housekeeping question again? I love it.
Are there any measurements that aren't flat of Earth?
Now's all your chances to speak. This is the housekeeping question. Repeat it one more time, Nathan.
Is there any measurements of Earth that aren't flat? Like South, like elevation?
Well, can they imagine them to be a curvature measurement?
No, they're just all flat, like South. Right, Chuck?
Yeah, Chuck gets it. Chuck knows.
Gets it, yeah. He understands how flat Earth must be and appreciates how he is a flat earther. Like every single
No, I
one
don't understand anything. That's why I'm a flat earther. I don't understand anything.
Oh, you're so thicko.
Oh, you're just a retard. Oh, so I was correct.
No.
You just had a question asked to you. You could have answered it. Are there any other measurements of Earth other than flat?
Oh,
and you didn't give us an answer.
Yes, but I don't know what they are. Or also maybe no.
You're just a dumb shit. You're here to tell us about how spherical Earth is, but you don't know any of the measurements. And then you're a retard. Why are you even here?
I'm a flat earther. Wait.
No, you're not a flat earther.
Retard.
We're all flat earthers by default because Earth is measured flat. Whether or not you fall under the category of flat earthing is irrelevant to how Earth gets measured.
By default. I'm agreeing with you. Why are you trying to argue?
Because it's inconsequential whether or not you ascribe yourself this label. Earth is measured flat. It doesn't matter if you now take on the label. It's irrelevant. Me also.
So, are you the first person with Quinsomi 2021?
Am I the first person? What? Sorry.
With Quinsomi 21.
I don't know what that means.
3 extra chromosomes.
Are you calling me a retard? Without justification. No. See, when I say this man is a retard, it's because he's come to tell me how ball-shaped it is. He thinks there are globe Earth measurements, but he doesn't know what they are, and the measurements he's appealed to thus far are flat. Therefore, the inconsistency and incredulity that is displayed towards me is that I'm the retard, that I've got a missing chromosome or an extra one. Like, no, you're not justifying calling me stupid when you're using flat Earth measurements, like South. Me calling you a spastic, that's justified.
Can we talk to somebody who's not going to confuse biology and geometry? So someone who's not retarded.
Yeah, we're not talking about how many chromosomes people have got. You're in the wrong category. We're talking about how flat Earth gets measured, like with South.
So you're this way with the regular number of chromosomes?
You're just going to get removed. There's no point talking to you. You've descended into nothing but permanent ad homs. All you can now do is ad hom me permanently. That's all you can do. Sad.
We gave a legit question to you. Is there any way to measure Earth other than flat? There's your chance right now.
Answer the question. It's not legitimate, Neil. You can't answer that question. Nobody can.
I can. Yes, there's only measurements of Earth flat. That's all we ever measure Earth as, a flat plane.
Welcome to Flat Earth, everyone.
I think we've had enough time in this Discord server. 2.5 hours is a reasonable amount of time, I would say. There won't be an after show. So with that, I'm going to say another huge, massive, enormous thank you to both Discord and G+ panels for making today's live and pre-show possible. And of course, a massive thank you to all of you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, paying me for my performing arts ability and all that good stuff. I've been Nathan Oakley, and I will see you all in the next video.
But when you measure it flat, it contradicts that. I'm spitting flat facts and that. And I know you don't like that. Google Maps is flat, it presents elevation profiles like that. I'm a spitting flat Earth king. Sentence has a ring, doing my own thing. If Earth was a big roast chicken, factually finger licking chicken. We just got the measurements missing. I'm spitting eggs and begs, begging the question lesson. I've said it before, time after time. I'm the spitting flat Earth king of rhyme.